Some of their ball players are well over 300 pounds at this point on the Dragon side. I think if we can do some good things in the trenches, uh, certainly have a chance tonight.
We can't give them anything easy. Oak Ridge has always been a big play team. They want to hit it big, but we have to minimize those big plays. We have to take away the rushing attack. We have to minimize mistakes and make Oak Ridge earn it, and hope Oak Ridge makes some mistakes, and hope our offense clicks like it did last week. So that's what we're looking for from the Dragon standpoint.
And I think Eckerson, if he can have another good night, get over 300 yards passing, and he had over 100 yards rushing. That was quite amazing. And Young and Phillips each had right at 150 yards pass reception yards. And rising for the national anthem, let's take a break, and we'll take a 2-minute break for our national anthem. We'll be back in just a moment. 2 minutes.
Fast, tasty, mouth-watering pizza is the best way to describe our pizza at Pizza Express, voted the best pizza in Anderson County. Pizza Express also offers wings, salads, sandwiches, calzones, strombolis, and more. Listen up, Wish listeners. Take advantage of the carry-out special. Extra large, one-topping pizza, only $10.99. Call 463-0011. Pizza Express, 827 Clinch Avenue in Clinton, 463-11. Let us derail your hunger.
Your project deadline is looming. You need heavy-duty equipment, fast. Dozers, excavators, forklifts, backhoes, generators, tools, and more. Coker Rental Company has it all. Locally owned and operated, we're here to support your needs. Conveniently located at 2305 Clinton Highway in Powell, across from Claxton Elementary School. Visit us online at rentcoker.com or call 865-302-3200. Coker Rental Company, your project partner. Visit rentcoker.com.
Friday nights are all about community, teamwork, and cheering on our hometown Dragons. Just like a great football team.
Football game. The biggest thing I think for the Dragons is stop the big play and make Oak Ridge earn it.
That's essentially what you do, because if you get down early, then you lose your confidence. Then you have to try to play catch up. If the Dragons can hang in there, and as we always say, get your confidence that you can play with this team, not make mistakes, not give Oak Ridge anything easy, then they can get confidence. They can say, hey, we can play with these guys. You know, as we called several years ago when we beat Oak Ridge in the second round of the playoffs, one of the most exciting games we ever called.
Yes.
They can do that again here tonight, but they have to play at that level to be able to do it. And Oak Ridge, they have a lot of talent. So Oak Ridge has to make some mistakes. And when they do, one of General Neyland's maxims is when the opponent makes a mistake, capitalize on it. So this is something that we have to do.
Okay, Oak Ridge next week will host Lenora City in their second home game of the year. This is the first home game of the year, and they couldn't even turn on the lights till 6 because it's so hot out here that it would blow up their system if they turned it on any earlier. And, of course, Clinton next week will be back at Dragon Stadium. They will take on the likes of William Blount in their first region matchup of the season. And in a certain sense, it's good that we're playing two non-region games early because we have a very tough region opponents all the way through after this.
Exactly right. So for playoffs purposes, last week's game really doesn't count. This week's game really doesn't count. Counts in the overall standings, but it doesn't count toward region accomplishment. So that starts next week. But still, we want to come out of here with a victory. This graduating class of 2026, they want to be able to say, we went to Blankenship Field and took it to the Wildcats. That's a big thing of pride in Anderson County. Not a lot of graduating classes have said that. And so they want to be able to say that. So a lot is on the line tonight.
And also, thank you very much. We've got the cheat sheet here ready to go this evening. And some of our fine sponsors will have this evening pass reception. Every time the Dragons get a catch, it'll be brought to you by Creative Couture 24 on the pass receptions, CC 24. Scoreboard wise, JD's Realty and Auction Company when we have updates on scores. Title reads, you're tuned in to the Home Center Dragon Network powered by WISH and Lowe's Toes Friday Night Football. Kickoff sponsor, Coker Reynolds, and first down, Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down. And every Dragon touchdown, which I hope there's a truckload of them. This is Apple Blossom Cafe and Catering touchdown. We're about 5 minutes away from kickoff, and I guess we're getting close to when the captains will come out. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll be back and see what the captains come up with in the coin toss. Back in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2. This is not exactly what I need. This is not going to work.
These are the two we'll use.
Yes.
Whether you're moving the chains on the football field or moving on to your next chapter in life, JD's Realty and Auction is here to help. From estates and collections to real estate, vehicles, equipment, and entire businesses. At JD's Realty and Auction, we make selling simple. When it's time to sell, trust the hometown experts. JD's Realty and Auction. One call sells it all. 865-333-0567. Online at jdsauctions.com.
If you're looking for someone to cater your next event, whether it's a wedding, a banquet, corporate meeting, or bridal shower, the Apple Blossom Cafe in Clinton is ready to make your day special.
If it's time to upgrade your home's heating and air conditioning unit, there's a company in Clinton.
Dodson, and I mean the list goes on, and James David Meredith and Matt Hagan, and we'll get all of the fine folks before it's all said and done. I can't remember all those.
Well, let's talk about the ball game here. So we're just a couple of minutes away from getting started here, and so we talked a little bit last week about personnel groupings. Let's refresh our listeners' memory. A personnel grouping of 11. The first number is the number of running backs. Second number is the number of tight ends. So not a formation. It is a personnel grouping. 11 would be one running back and one tight end. A 12 would be one running back, two tight ends. A 21 would be two running backs and one tight end. So that dictates also how many wide receivers you have. Defensively, quite often the Dragon would run a star, which would be 5 defensive backs, also known as a nickel. I really want them to bring that extra defensive back up to the line of scrimmage to stop the rushing attack. They have to stop the rushing attack. They have to make Oak Ridge go to the air. Try not to give them the big home run on the ground. So they're out in the middle of the field. They're getting ready to toss the coin, Walt.
Yes, they are. Dragons out there. Matter of fact, they've got Wilson out there, and also Fortson is out there. Number 1, Oliver is out there. He was the leading tackler last week, believe it or not. And Pendergrass also out there for the Clinton High School Dragons. Oak Ridge wins the toss, and they defer to the second half. Dragons will receive as we start this football game. That's a bit interesting. They hope to stop a potent Dragon offense that if they don't have mistakes, they might do pretty good.
They showed last week that they could move the ball. Now, this is a different quality opponent than last week, but if they execute well, we might even see something early where the Dragons try to hit them big to give themselves a little momentum. I wouldn't be surprised to see a pass downfield in the first series of downs in order to try to get momentum on their side. So time will tell. So Oak Ridge will be kicking off. They will be moving left to right as you listen. The Dragons, second week in a row, wearing their road uniforms, white jerseys, orange numerals trimmed in black and white football helmets. They will be defending the go to your right, moving right to left. Beautiful night, warm night, perfect night for football. The field is in outstanding condition. We ought to have a very competitive game tonight.
And guess who we have back, and he is going to play Braylon Hayden, who is a good football player and a good wide receiver, and that'll be good that he is back for the Clinton High School Dragons. And we're about set to go. Back deep will be Will Young, and we'll figure out the other one as we go over there. As Dragons have Phillips also back at the 25-yard line. Young is at the 5, kickoff downfield. Going to be taken by Young at the 2. He's back to the 5, 10, 15, and kickoff brought to you by Coker Rental Company. And fine kickoff, Coker Rental Company. They've got all the things you need rent-wise. Oliver on the return. Tackle made by Dylan Woody. And so it'll be first down, 10 yards to go for the Dragons at the 21-yard line. Let's see what the Dragons can do here.
That was outstanding kick coverage there. Woody was down there immediately and hit the Dragon returner right about the 20-yard line. So the Dragons will set up shop. The ball equidistant between the boundaries on their own 21-yard line to get this game underway.
Coker Rental is, of course, the kickoff sponsor. They do a fine job. Wide to the left side is Ben Tackett, who's also a good basketball player. Dragons Eckerson at quarterback and the shotgun from the 22. Straight drop back to pass. He's being pursued, comes outside, rolls out. He's going to shoot a long pass downfield, incomplete, intended for Austin Phillips down there. And number 9 there defending, which was Lemire Porter, and he had no chance of doing anything. Also, Stevens there defending, and Quinley was going after him.
Well, number 14, Jeremiah Stevens, it was really a naked bootleg, and he wasn't fooled at all. Stevens went out there with him, and so Eckerson just basically had to throw the ball away. So they tried to run a little deception there. The Wildcats did not fall for it.
Second down and 10, 11:45 to go in the first quarter. Of course, first down is brought to you by the fine folks at Rusty Wallace Chevrolet. Back to pass downfield, incomplete, intended for Young, and way too far, as Young did not have a chance after that, as Stevens there defending. And so the Dragons have it third down and 10.
That may be a little bit of nerves, Walt. That pass was a wide receiver screen. He just overthrew that. And, you're jacked up for this game. I think you put too much juice behind that pass.
Yes, indeed. The Dragons bring it up. They're third down and 10. Rusty Wallace Chevrolet, our first down sponsor. Dragons, though, third down and 10. As Young goes wide to the left side for the Dragons. Third and 10. Eckerson had a great week last week. Then goes in motion, back to pass Eckerson. He comes straight ahead. He's going to be taken down for a loss. And he was a quarterback sack by a couple of Wildcats led by Vasquez and also number 40 over there, Blake Woody. And Dragons have nothing there, now 4th and 14.
3 and out. Not a good start offensively. The offensive line had a little trouble keeping the defensive front of the Wildcats out of the passing lanes, and so Eckerson was under heavy pressure all 3 of those plays. The Dragons will now be in punt formation, standing in the shadow of their own goalpost.
Newberry back deep for Oak Ridge as low snap. Oh my goodness, into the end zone. Oh my goodness, out of the end zone. I guess it'll be a safety. A safety. The Wildcats now lead 2-0, and the Dragons did not have a chance to do anything. Fabian had no chance to do anything. It was a low snap and not a good situation. Wildcats score early on, leading 2-0. So the Dragons will have the football at 10:45 remains in the first quarter. Dragons are jittery early.
Not the start that the coach envisioned. 3 plays and out, and then mishandled the snap on the punt. The ball goes into the end zone. Luckily, he kicked it out of bounds for a safety instead of Oak Ridge falling on it for a touchdown. So the Clinton punter did the right thing there, but that was just a bad snap in punt formation. So Clinton will have a free kick from their own 20-yard line. Oak Ridge will get the ball in excellent field position.
The Wildcats have the big-time momentum early in this one, and only a minute 15 has happened from this football game. And not what we envisioned here at Blankenship Field. We don't get many wins down here, but we don't need to shoot ourselves in the foot.
Right. We certainly can't get wins down here making mistakes like that. So the Dragons need to have a clear mind, clear their mind of mistakes. Think about the next play. You can't think about the past. You got to think about the future. So whitewash that out of your mind. Execute at a higher level.
Isaiah Williams would be kicking off. He also is a great basketball player for the Clinton High School Dragons and a good three-point shooter. The Dragons on the kickoff brought to you by Coker Rental Company. Anything you need rent-wise, they can take care of you. They're out in Claxton. Kickoff downfield going to be taken at the 28-yard line. Back to the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. He is 45, 40, 35, 30. He is out of bounds across the way. Number 2 for the Wildcats, Brandon Newberry, before he's taken down by E.M. Jacobs of the Clinton High School Dragons. And that was a big-time run back by Newberry.
And well blocked by the Wildcats. Opened up a big lane on the left side. He scooted down the carpet very quickly, gave the Wildcats an outstanding field position, but
a flag on the play.
A flag on the play. So our first penalty is going to negate that big gain, that big return by the Wildcats.
We'll take that anytime. Holding against the Wildcats of Oak Ridge. And seemed like they really got a good move after that holding, and that's really what caromed them to that super big gain.
And that was at the point of infraction, so a 10-yard step off from the Clinton 45 back to the Oak Ridge 45. So this first offensive set for the Wildcats will start at their own 45-yard line.
And the quarterback for Oak Ridge, first down, 10 yards to go. Brought to you by Rusty Wallace Chevrolet. Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down. Sparks at quarterback from the 45. Week 2 of high school football. Hands off, first man through Porter, 45. He's from the 50, 45. He continues onward. He's got an easy first down on the carry, Demillion Porter, before he's taken down by Charlie Turbyville of the Clinton High School Dragons, and also by Noah Gaylor as they get another first down, 10 yards to go, and that's Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down.
The Dragons are deploying themselves in a 3-man front. I really want more people on the line of scrimmage. It looks like they have like 5 defensive backs in there. They've got to stop the run.
Porter at running back. And coming, a high snap, goes back after Porter. Porter's got the football, comes straight ahead, breaks tackles. He keeps breaking tackles. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Give him 6. Touchdown, Oak Ridge. And was there a flag? I don't think so. We have the Clinton Dragon that is injured, number 54. Touchdown for the Wildcats. That is an Apple Blossom Cafe Catering touchdown for the Wildcats with 9:56 to go in the first quarter. And that was a busted play and a fumble, and still Porter came up with it.
That is pure athleticism. The snap goes over the quarterback's head. He retreats 15 yards to pick it up. He picks it up and dances forward, shimmies forward, jukes a little bit, finds an opening, and takes it all the way back. So on a broken play where they should have lost 10 yards or 15 yards, actually score a touchdown, the opposite of what you want to happen if you're a Clinton Dragon fan. There is a Dragon down on the field, Walt. Let me see if I can see who that Dragon
I think
is
it's 54.
injured.
I think it's Glenn Merle, an offensive tackle, but I guess he's playing some on the defense. It's 8-0. We'll take an injury timeout. 9:56 to go in the first quarter. Your score: Oak Ridge 8 and Clinton 0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Whether you're moving the chains on the football field or moving on to your next chapter in life, JD's Realty and Auction is here to help. From estates and collections to real estate, vehicles, equipment, and entire businesses. At JD's Realty and Auction, we make selling simple. When it's time to sell, trust the hometown experts. JD's Realty and Auction. One call sells it all. 865-333-0567. Online at jdsauctions.com.
Looking for custom apparel, signs, or promotional products? Creative Couture 24 has you covered. Locally owned and operated right here in Clinton. We offer custom t-shirts, embroidery, hats, banners, signs, stickers, decals, vehicle graphics, and so much more. From a single custom item to outfitting your entire team, school, business, or organization, we can bring your ideas to life. Creative Couture 24. Your vision, our...
Kick is up. The kick is good. There's timeout on the field, 9:56 to go in the first quarter. Your score: the Oak Ridge Wildcats 9, the Clinton Dragons 0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Looking for custom apparel, signs, or promotional products? Creative Couture 24 has you covered. Locally owned and operated right here in Clinton. We offer custom t-shirts, embroidery, hats, banners, signs, stickers, decals, vehicle graphics, and so much more. From a single custom item to outfitting your entire team, school, business, or organization, we can bring your ideas to life. Creative Couture 24. Your vision, our creation. Visit us online at shopcc24.com. shopcc24.com.
Here at Blankenship Field, as Oliver deep for the Clinton High School Dragons, as Oak Ridge will be kicking off. 39 on the kickoff is Ramos. Kickoff downfield into the end zone as number 1 back there to Oliver goes back in the end zone. It'll be a first down, 10 yards to go. Dragons on their own 20, trailing 9-0 early, but they need to get something going right now.
A high school kicker that can boot it all the way into the end zone, that is an automatic touchback. That is a real weapon because that makes sure your opponent starts at the 20 instead of the 30 or 35 or 40. So the Clinton Dragons, now facing a 9-0 deficit early in this first quarter, need to get something going offensively. So they need to move the football, no 3 and outs, and give the ball back to Oak Ridge and allow them to dig themselves a deeper hole.
And it's a Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down, 224 Main Street in Clinton. Handoff, gives off to the Dragons, falls down on the imaginary marker, gets back to the line of scrimmage as Pendergrass on the carry essentially fell down. and taken down by the quarterback, Stewart, who also plays on defense for the Wildcats.
Well, he tripped over the 19-yard line, it looked like. So he was trying to make a cut back against the grain, and his feet slipped out from underneath him. So once again, the Dragons are behind the chains, facing a 2nd and 11 on their own 19.
2nd down and 11. Dragons with that football. And so, straight drop back to pass. Eckerson rolls out to the right side. Pass downfield. Intercepted Oak Ridge. 22, down to the 20, 15, 10. He's almost got a touchdown. If not,
flag on the play.
That's number 1, Williams. There's a flag on the play. And Wildcats very early on are coming to play football.
Well, Eckerson was under heavy pressure from number 44, and that is Joey Morin. And so he threw it downfield, intercepted by the Wildcats. It looked like the penalty was post-interception. We'll wait for the call, but it looks like it's going to be a Clinton turnover, which is exactly the opposite of what we wanted if you're a Dragon fan. So let's unstack it, see what happens here. 9:04 left in the first period. Oak Ridge Wildcats leading 9-0.
And they'll mark that ball way down towards the goal line. And I don't see the ball as of yet. I guess the guy's bringing it up, the official.
They're stepping it off a 15-yard penalty walk from the point of infraction. So that ball is going to be marked on the Clinton 29-yard line. So that penalty, the second against Oak Ridge, was post-possession. So it was during the run back of the interception. It looked like, I think, a clipping. Okay, it's a blindside play. So 15-yard penalty. So that's going to negate the great field position and only leave them outstanding field position. 1st and 10 on the Clinton 29-yard line. Oak Ridge already leading 9-0. The Dragon defense has to step up here, get some stops.
And it's a Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down for the Wildcats. They're getting a lot of those tonight. 9:04 to go in the first quarter. Week 2 of high school football. Oak Ridge leading 9-0 early. Straight drop back to pass. Pass complete to the 20 to the 30-yard line. He doesn't get anywhere. Thank goodness a bunch of Dragons get on top of him. And finally the Wildcats are stopped. That was number 2, Newberry on the carry before he's taken down by Young of the Clinton Dragons.
They set up a beautiful screen, but Will Young was not deceived by that. He stayed home. He nailed that receiver right as he caught the ball. So essentially about no gain. Nice job there by Will Young.
Loss of 2 on it. 2nd and 12 for the Wildcats. Actually a different quarterback in there. Straight drop back to pass. Pass downfield complete to the 25-20. He's to the 15. He breaks the tackle again. He's going to go in for the score. 2 different Dragons go after him. That's Lemire Porter, 6'2", 190-pound wide receiver, a sophomore. Dragons can't get him. He's like Conrad Holloway from the 1970s. You just can't keep a hold of him.
He is the artful dodger, but the Dragons just missed tackles. They just missed. So this looks like what we saw last week. You've got to get the guy on the ground. You can't go in high. You've got to go in low, and you got to wrap up. And that's what the Dragons didn't do. So another touchdown.
It is a touchdown, Apple Blossom Cafe and Catering touchdown. Ball, the kick is up. The kick is good is actually no good. So the Wildcats take the lead 16-0 as we're at Blankenship Field, 8:11 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a break on the Dragon Network. You're tuned in to the Home Center Dragon Network, powered by WISH and Lowe's Toast Friday Night Football. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Let's hear your Wildcat pride.
30 seconds.
Who made the play? Who made the reception?
That's Porter.
The deals are stacked at Rusty Wallace Chevrolet. Right now, get up to $5,500 over Kelly Blue Book value for your trade on select new in-stock Chevrolet. Plus, up to $2,750 bonus cash. And for qualified buyers, get 0% APR financing on select new Chevrolet models. That's more for your trade, extra cash back, and low-rate financing, all in one place. Hurry to Rusty Wallace Chevrolet or shop anytime at RustyWallaceChevrolet.com. See you at Rusty Wallace Chevrolet. Together.
Makes the most tackles.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Oak Ridge is using a three-man defensive front. Dragons have 5 offensive linemen, but yet those defensive linemen pierced through there and nailed the running back before he even got back to the line of scrimmage. So Pendergrass just didn't have anywhere at all to go. We have to block better at the point of attack, right on the line of scrimmage. The Dragon offensive line really needs to buckle their chin straps a little tighter.
2nd down and 10 yards to go, long 10. As looks like when we have a timeout on the field, 7:38 to go. Official timeout. 7:38 to go in the first quarter at Blankenship Field. Dragons trailing 15-0. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll be back after we tell you you're tuned into the Home Center Dragon Network, powered by WISH and Lowe's Toast Friday night.
If it's time to upgrade your home's heating and air conditioning unit, there's a company in Clinton that stands ready to serve you today. Powell Brothers Mechanical Contractors has been serving East Tennesseans since 1979, and they offer products and brands from Daikin, York, Avian, Briggs & Stratton, and more. They also offer whole home standby generators. Call today and ask about rebates and other offers, and start saving today. 865-457-3530, online at powellbroshvac.com.
That you're tuned into the Home Center Dragon Network, powered by WISH and Lowe's Toast Friday night football. And David Dodson's got an update on a score of interest. Jim, tell us what you got.
Austin East 6, William Blunt nothing early in that ball game. William Blunt will be next week's Dragon opponent at the Dragon football field.
Here comes the Dragons' 2nd down and 10 after the official timeout at the 35-yard line, week 2 of high school football. And the Dragons with Eckerson in the shotgun. Straight drop, pass downfield is going to be incomplete. Intercepted, and well, I think he lost it. Yeah, that was Austin Phillips. It was intended for, and a Wildcat had it and then lost it over there. And thank goodness for that. That is Caden Stewart, and we were lucky on that.
Eckerson looks a little bit rattled, I think. And so this is a big stage. Even though he's a senior, he's still a relatively inexperienced quarterback. And so his passes have been a little bit errant. I think if he could just settle down a little bit, throw the passes we know he can throw. That pass was overthrown, and his receiver was open. So he just needs to settle down, do what he's been coached to do. We know he can do it because we saw it last week.
You got more jitters in this one against an Oak Ridge. Heritage is actually a good football team, and they should be able to do it here. Hopefully that will translate as here we go. 7:27 to go in the first quarter. Dragons have it at the 35, 3rd down and 10. And Eckerson looking over to Dawson across the way. We'll see what is they're waiting on. Trying to get the play in to the Dragons. Trailing 15-0. 7:27 to go in the first quarter. It's week 2 of high school football. Nice evening for football at Blankenship Field. Eckerson in the shotgun, a lone running back. Whistle sounds as he's going to play is blown dead.
I believe that's going to be a legal procedure against the Dragons. I think one of the offensive linemen moved just a hair early, and so it's going to be a 5-yard step off. That should be the Dragons' first penalty. We have 1 turnover and 1 penalty for the Dragons, 2 turnovers. I'd say 2 penalties for Oak Ridge, no turnovers.
And a lot of missed tackles.
And a lot of missed tackles, you're exactly right. But now Clinton is facing 3rd and 15. Boy, do they ever need to play here, Walt.
You got to get something going right here. Or it may be a long evening here at Blankenship Field. Ball's on the 30. And once again, an excellent night for football. Having to watch the game from the sun side, and it's very difficult to see. Should have brought sunglasses for sure. Eckerson at quarterback. And when we got Oak Ridge wants time, or what happened? Oak Ridge wants time. as your score. 7:25 to go in the first quarter. Oak Ridge 15, the Clinton Dragons nothing. And want to remind you that you're tuned into the Home Center Dragon Network, powered by WISH and Lowe's Toes. Friday Night Football back in 30 seconds.
The Home Center at 130 J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway, your authorized Milwaukee tool dealer, would like you to know that right now you can buy any select M18 tool and get a free M18 red lithium battery, a $169 value, absolutely free. Or buy any select M12 tool and get an M12 red lithium battery, a $129 value, absolutely free. It's going on right now, so hurry to the Home Center, J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway in Clinton, your authorized Milwaukee tool dealer.
Back here at Blankenship Field, Oak Ridge 15, Clinton nothing. The Dragons, as we were saying off mic, just don't have the same offense going that they had last week.
And part of that, I think, is just nerves. You have to get settled down. You're in a hostile situation and against a big name opponent. The Dragons just need to focus and do what they know they can do. 3rd and 15. Let's see what they can come up with here.
Eckerson rolls back to pass. He rolls out. They go after him. He comes forward 20. He's to the 30. He is out of bounds. Nowhere near a first down. Tackle made by Stewart as Eckerson nowhere to go. It'll be 4th down for the Clinton High School Dragons, and we'll see what he got off of it, but still 4th down and probably about 10 to go or thereabouts.
I don't see a penalty flag. They said there's a flag. It must have been at the. I don't see a flag on the field. Maybe there was a flag at the point of the tackle, but the Oak Ridge Wildcat just pushed him out of bounds. So I'm not exactly sure what the infraction might be. But 15-0 is your score in favor of Oak Ridge. That is 2 touchdowns, a safety. One of the extra points failed. That's how we account for the 15 points. 2 touchdowns, a missed extra point, and a safety off a mishandled snap or a bad snap when the Dragons were in punt formation.
There it was where we couldn't even see right there on the sideline.
All right, so it was hidden behind the players. So that is going to be a step off against Oak Ridge, and that is a 15-yard.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Was that a late hit or just mouthing off or whatever?
I had my binoculars trained right on that. I didn't see anything, so maybe somebody said something, Walt, but he just pushed him out of bounds. I didn't see any infraction there, so I'm guessing that may have been verbal. So that is going to be a big first down for Clinton, and that is Oak Ridge's 3rd penalty. Now the Dragons reset on their own 48-yard line.
Rusty Wallace, Chevrolet first down, back to pass. Eckerson pass into the flat, complete. Turbyville, 45-40. He breaks a tackle 35. He's down to the 33-yard line. Charlie Turbyville, and he keeps carrying the mail down to the 30-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Zachy Booth in on the tackle. That was a nice run by Charlie Turbyville.
Beautifully set up screen to the near side. The on-rushing Oak Ridge defense just ran past Turbyville. He made the reception and zoomed downfield. 1st and 10 for the Dragons on the Oak Ridge 32-yard line. The ball is on the near hash mark. We need to get a touchdown out of this, Wall.
Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down. Dragons 1st and 10. Handoff straight ahead, 30-yard line. Breaks tackle 25. My goodness, down to the 24-yard line. On the carry is Oliver before he's taken down by Dylan Woody. And something's just shot something out of a rocket or cannon. The Dragons are moving some.
Made most of that on his own. Made a couple of Wildcats miss on the tackles. When you get a big play, do you feel momentum shifting just a little bit? And so the Dragons are playing with a little bit more force. And so they need to take advantage of this situation. They're almost in scoring position.
2nd down and 1 for the Dragons. 6:11 to go in the first. Eckerson straight ahead, 20. He's got to the 20-yard line. A pretty good pickup. He may very well have the first down. I think he does. Blake Woody in on the tackle. First down, 10 yards to go. Dragons. Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down once again.
Good play there by the Dragons. A quarterback keeper off the left side. Just enough yardage for the Dragon Wagon. to move the chain. So 1st and 10 now for the Dragon Wagon on the Oak Ridge 20-yard line. 15-0 is your score in favor of the Wildcats, but the Dragons are driving.
This gives the Dragons some momentum and confidence, as we call it. And I mean, the Dragons doing some good things here. Young goes wide to the right side. And in the backfield, Turbeville, Eckerson at quarterback for the Dragons. Straight drop back to pass. Pass downfield is going to be incomplete and intended for number 13 down there, Noah Gaylor. And that was a tough one. And Williams there defending, and a pretty decent pass just out of his grasp.
Ever so slightly overthrown, Walt. That he was open. He had a couple of yards on the defender. The ball was just slightly overthrown. It would have taken a Herculean effort to make the catch. Close, but no cigar. 2nd and 10. 5:21 left in the first period.
2nd and 10 for the Dragons. Eckerson. And movement by the Wildcats. Almost got an offsides on the Wildcats. Straight drop back to pass. Eckerson rolls out. Has 3 guys after him. Coming forward. Shoots a pass downfield. Touchdown! Touchdown Dragons! Touchdown Dragons. Reception. Austin Phillips. That not only is a touchdown, Apple Blossom Cafe and catering. Austin Phillips doing a great job right there. And a pass reception. Creative Couture 24. And that's CC 24 on the pass reception. So that is a double dose. That was so nicely done. 20-yard pass play from Eckerson to Austin Phillips. And Dragons get on the board and on for the extra point. And let's see who's going to be on the extra point. Isaiah Williams, as Ortiz not in the game. Apparently still having problems. Ball down, the kick is up. The kick is good. Somehow it's good. Dragons get the extra point, so they cut the lead to only 8 points, 5:10 to go in the first quarter. I want to remind you, you're tuned in to the Home Center Dragon Network, powered by WISH and Lowe's Coast. Friday Night Football, Clinton Dragons trailing Oak Ridge 15-7. We'll be back in 30 seconds. A little bit better. They said Ortiz was going to be back, but Williams is still there.
I have a car. I have a home. I have a busy schedule. I don't need more headaches. I need reliable solutions when things go wrong. At AM/PM Garage Doors, they ensure your garage door is in top shape any time of day or night, weekends or holidays. With skilled uniformed technicians ready to repair or install, they keep your life running smoothly. AM/PM Garage Doors. Dependable service around the clock. Call them at 865-55...
For the Clinton High School Dragons, trailing 15-7, but getting close.
What a beautiful play a moment ago, a 20-yard touchdown reception by Phillips. Off a broken play. We'll talk more about it in just a minute.
Williams, nice kick downfield, taking it to 10. He's to the 15. He's out to the 20. He's going to be taken down by some Dragons over there. Number 4, I saw Fabian, and I thought over there was Jacobs, but a good job on Newberry. Dragons at least held him that time.
There is a flag on the play, and while they unsort this on the scoring play a moment ago by the Dragons, Eckerson was under heavy pressure. He rolled out to his right. Phillips, to his credit, rolled with his quarterback, which is what they're coached to do. Go to the side your quarterback is on, give him a target. He found a spot in the end zone where there was no Wildcat standing right there. Eckerson, under pressure, found him through the pass. Great score, great execution on a broken play by Clinton.
That ought to give you true confidence in every regard to get back in this one, as I guess we got some sort of timeout or delay.
No, they're still talking about the penalty.
Looks like 2 fouls over there, and 2 infractions quite possibly, as the Wildcats lead 15-7. They're still trying to figure that out. And
The first flag is face mask against the Dragons.
face mask against the Clinton High School Dragons. Dead ball foul also on Clinton. And a personal foul on the Clinton Dragons and face mask both.
That is going to be a lot of step-offs against Clinton. So that momentum that they just established, some of that is erased now because Oak Ridge is going to start this offensive set after the penalties at their own 48-yard line. So as I have it, Walt, that is
10 Wildcats from the
3
48.
penalties against Clinton only in the first quarter.
Oh, boy. 5:03 to go in the first quarter. Oak Ridge a first down to Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down. 224 Main Street in Clinton. Officials still conferring. Wish they might maybe forget one of those or forget the other one, or who knows, just whatever they can do. But 5:03 to go in the first quarter. We're at Blankenship Field, home of the Wildcats, Jack Armstrong Stadium. Here comes the Wildcats bringing them up. As number 7, Brody Sparks. Sparks at quarterback, number 7. He is a Carter transfer. Quarter slot man left. Pass downfield is going to be complete. Oh, goodness. 30. He's to the 25. He's down to the 20. 15, 10, 5. Give him 6. Touchdown, Oak Ridge Wildcats. That is Dominion Porter. And Porter has a greased lightning. 52-yard pass play. And that's a touchdown for Wildcats. Apple Blossom Cafe and Catering touchdown. And a CC 24 pass reception. The Wildcats score again. They hit pay dirt. They lead 21-7. 4:50 to go first quarter.
Complete bust in the defensive backfield of the Dragons. They just completely uncovered. He was wide open. He made one move, took it all the way, showed great speed, but that was a busted coverage, and Oak Ridge was able to take advantage of it. 52-yard touchdown pass from the quarterback to the receiver. And that was number 8 Porter.
And on for the extra point. Sacks, ball down. The kick is up. The kick is good. There's timeout on the field. Your score, the Oak Ridge Wildcats 22, the Clinton High School Dragons 7. You're tuned into the Home Center Dragon Network, powered by WISH and Lowe's Toes Friday Night Football. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Yeah.
Finding a barber you trust shouldn't be a close shave. Powerhouse Fades and Shades knows the secret to style and comfort. With military and senior discounts, owner Scott Wallace ensures a welcoming atmosphere for everyone.
Haircut prices start at $17. Heroes Cut, military, law enforcement, emergency personnel, $15. Senior, $13. Shaves, $20.
Powerhouse Fades and Shades, where style meets comfort.
Location is 129 Robertsville Road, Oak Ridge, Tennessee.
Back here at Blankenship Field, Jack Armstrong Stadium. Dragons trailing Oak Ridge 22-7. 4:50 to go in the first quarter. We need more of what the Dragons had on their last series of offense.
Quite often when you see a team score offensively, that gives juice to the defense. That's not what happened. Oak Ridge came back out, slugged us back in the face, hit us with a 52-yard touchdown pass after 2 penalties on the Dragons. And so instead of that 3 and out the Dragon defense was hoping for, they give up a big touchdown pass. So the Wildcats have reestablished momentum in their favor. The Dragons are back down by 15, 22-7.
Raymond's kicking off downfield. Dragons take it at the 10. He's back to the 15. He's to the 20. He's back to about the 24, 25-yard line. Goes the Clinton Dragons. Oliver. That's Mahoney. And kickoff sponsors the Coker Reynolds Kickoff, your source for a wide range of equipment rentals. And the Dragons, not a very good field position. They don't get a whole lot off this, but I guess it could be worse.
They, again, need to get something going this possession, Walt. Believe it or not, we're still in the first quarter, and the Wildcats have a 22-7 bulge. The Clinton Dragons have the ball on the near hash mark on their own 23-yard line, 1st and 10.
Dragons with it as quarterback is Eckerson. And the shotgun handoff, first man through 20. He's down towards the 25-yard line. And that is about it as he's taken down Charlie Turbyville, gets it to the 25, taken down by Caden Stewart. And so the Dragons will have it 2nd down and 9 with 4:22 to go in the first quarter of action. Sun trying to go down a little bit. The lights actually have come on, which I guess they were on, but now you can actually see them.
The temperature for your local announcers feels like it's gone down about 15 degrees. So I'm thankful for that.
Yes, you better believe it. 2nd and 9, back to pass. Eckerson rolls out to the right side, shoots a long pass downfield, incomplete. No one in the area, and I guess not intentional groundings, but still.
I'm not sure what the rule is at the high school level, but in the college level, if you're outside the tackle box, you can throw it out of bounds like that. So I think that's probably the rule at the high school level. So that is an incomplete pass, and that's a good decision by Eckerson. Nobody was open. Instead of trying to make something happen out of nothing, he threw the ball away, said, okay, let's go back, and now we've got 3rd and about 8.
3rd down for the Clinton High School Dragons. Week 2 of high school football. We'll have a further update on the Dragons' next opponent, William Blount. Earlier on, they were trailing Austin East 6-0, and Dragons roll out to the left side. Ben Tackett, he's a real good athlete. Pass down. Eckerson rolls out. He's being pursued. He is taken down for a big-time loss by the Oak Ridge Wildcats over there. Stewart and Jeremiah Stevens also over there as well. And he had nowhere to go.
Excellent defense there by Oak Ridge. They penetrated upfield. They had containment by their defensive ends. Quarterback Eckerson tried to get outside. That defensive end on that side said, no way, you're getting outside of me. Tackled him for a loss. There was a Dragon receiver that was open, but he just didn't have time to get him the ball. So on 4th down, the Dragons are in punt formation. He's standing in his own end zone, Walt. We need a good snap.
Williams is a good punter, but it's my understanding he's not ever played high school football, but he knows how to punt. Let's hope he can do something here. He's a punt formation, a high one downfield. Going to be hitting at the 38, down to the 50, comes to 45. He's to the 40, breaks the tackle. Dragons knock him out of bounds. Turbyville over in the vicinity.
And another penalty
flag. And another penalty flag goes down in the area of the 37, and might very well be on the Wildcats on a block, but we'll wait and see.
Actually, 2 flags down, one at the 30 and one at the 37, Walt.
Okay, probably on both respective teams, because the Dragons, I thought I saw a possible infraction there as well, but we'll find out. The officials are quite busy tonight.
They have been. Still in the first period, 22-7 is your score in favor of the Oak Ridge Wildcats. And after that punt, it took a good Clinton hop, but it was picked up there by the Oak Ridge Wildcat, and he scooted back downfield. At the point of the tackle, 2 flags came out, one at the 30, one at the 37. So they're still discussing it, seeing exactly what's happened. Both teams are conferring with their coaches. Game-wise, Walt, I'm looking for it looks like illegal hands against Oak Ridge. It was illegal hands against the Wildcats. Okay, so I think there was just one penalty there. Maybe 2 referees saw it, so that's going to be a penalty number 4 against Oak Ridge, which doesn't seem to have hurt them. Up 22-7. That step off is a 10-yard step off back to the Dragon 47-yard line. So that's where this offensive series will set up. The ball is on the far hash mark. Walt, Dragon defense has to step up here.
They certainly do. Wildcats have the ball. First down, 10 yards to go. Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down, located on Main Street in Clinton. And 2:49 to go in the first quarter, week 2 of high school football. Oak Ridge leading 22-7 and taking their own sweet time getting things situated. Coach Dawson in his 2nd year. Coach Rang in his 4th year as the Wildcat coach. Of Clinton trying to get some continuity, having the same coach for 2 years is getting better on things. Oak Ridge, of course, same coach 4 years from the 47-yard line of Clinton. First down, 10 yards to go at Rusty Wallace Chevrolet. And now they're going to move it against the Clinton Dragons, 5 yards. And what's this for? And why did it take them this long to prepare the move of 5 yards?
We didn't get a signal on that, so I'm not sure what that is, but that would be the 4th penalty against Clinton.
It's a penalty against Clinton for 5 yards. I know not why. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats on the Dragon 42. Straight route back to pass Sparks. Sparks, long pass into the end zone, knocked away by the Dragons. Did he catch it? How in the world did he catch the ball? He caught the ball for the touchdown for the Wildcats. That was Newberry. And I don't understand because the Dragons did good defensively, but a flag goes down. And
it's going to be a dead ball foul. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Dead ball foul against somebody.
Incredible catch by that Oak Ridge receiver. He was well defended by the Clinton defensive back, but that ball, I mean, he just made an outstanding play, and that was Newberry, and wow, that was a Herculean effort by him.
I mean, our defense was super on that play.
And I think maybe the defensive back may have mistimed his jump a little bit, but nevertheless, good catch, a touchdown pass for Oak Ridge, and I have to get that down. That was at the 40. That should be a 42-yard touchdown pass to Newberry.
And it's Apple Blossom Cafe and Catering touchdown. I'm going to give her credit where his credit is due. On for the extra point, Sachs. Wildcats lead 28-7. Penalty will be assessed on the Dragons on the kickoff. As Sachs on for the extra point. Dragons trail 28-7. Also, it's actually against Oak Ridge.
It is unsportsmanlike conduct against Oak Ridge. And again, I think maybe some celebration or some words were said. But it's going to be assessed on the kickoff.
Okay, ball down, Sachs. The kick is good. There is timeout on the field. And you're tuned into the Home Center Dragon Network, powered by WYSH and Lowe's Toast Friday Night Football. Your score, Oak Ridge 29, Clinton 7, 2:38 to go in the first quarter. Back in 30 seconds.
Walton George Realty Group, located in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Our phone number is 865-221-7207. We take care of property management, commercial real estate, and residential real estate. Call us today, 865-221-7207. 865-221-7207. Walton George Realty Group.
At the Wildcat Den, Blankenship Field, as the Oak Ridge Wildcats lead 29-7. They're marking off the penalty. 2:38 to go in the first quarter. This is a long first quarter.
Is it ever? We still got 2 minutes and 38 seconds left in the first period. The Dragons down 29-7 to the Oak Ridge Wildcats. The Wildcats whistle for unsportsmanlike conduct a moment ago on that long touchdown pass, and so they're going to be kicking off from their own 25-yard line, so that should give the Dragons excellent field position.
And kickoff sponsor, Coker Rental Kickoff, your source for a wide range of equipment rentals located in, of course, South Clinton. We're glad are in the Claxton community. Downfield taken by the Dragons. Young gets it up towards the 40-yard line. Nice return by Young, as Young is taken down by the Wildcats' Anthony Jones. And Dragons have decent field position. It's still 2:31 to go in the first.
Well, the Dragons have an opportunity to set up shop here relatively good field position, so they're going to be marked about on their own 40-yard line. Clinton will start this offensive set. The ball is just inside their own 40-yard line. You can't score 22 points in one series of downs, Walt. So what we want to see from Clinton is just some offensive continuity. They had one good drive that culminated in a touchdown. They just need to get another one here. They just need to get some couple of plays strung together to get themselves some confidence and some momentum.
First down, 10 yards to go. It's a Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down, your most trusted Chevrolet dealer in East Tennessee. Dragons with 2:31 to go in the first, trailing the Wildcats 29-7. Dragons first and 10 on their own 40. Week 2 of high school football. We'll have scores of interest at the halftime. Man goes in motion wide to the left side. And handoff, first man through 40. He breaks the tackle to the 42, 43-yard line. And he, as Turbeville gets some all-purpose yards before he's taken down by Caden Stewart, Turbeville sort of runs like a John Riggins.
Stewart stepped in there from his linebacker position and closed that hole pretty quickly, so it's about a 3-yard gain. Not too bad for the Dragons offensively. They need to get some, as I said, some continuity going. They need to move the chains at least once to get themselves back in position.
1:55 to go in the first quarter. Dragons trail 29-7. Wide to the right side is Oliver. And straight drop back to pass. Eckerson rolls out to the right side. Long pass front court. Incomplete. Intended over there for Oliver. Too far for him, but it was the right idea. And their defending was Zayden Williams and just overthrown.
Under heavy pressure. The reason that ball was overthrown, Walt, is because he has been under heavy pressure. The offensive line hasn't given him enough time to set up, survey, and then find the open receiver. He was running for his life, so I'm not surprised the ball was errant a little bit because he didn't have time to set his feet. They are trying to roll out on passes. The defensive ends for Oak Ridge will not allow that. He's going to have to set in the pocket a little bit more to try to get a little more time to pass.
Wildcats on defense, giving the Dragons a lot of problems. Third down and 7. Eckerson back to pass into the flat. Incomplete. Intended for Turbeville. Actually hit a lineman as well over there. 51, Eli Collins. And that was not good.
They had that set up while it was a screen pass to the near side that was going to go for a first down, but the lineman and the receiver collided, unfortunately, so the ball goes skittering to the turf. Incomplete, unfortunate play for Clinton because that would have resulted in a first down. So now, on 4th and long, Dragons are in punt formation once again.
4th down and 7. Newberry back deep for the Wildcats. He is a speedster and makes the big play. And in punt formation, looks like that will be Williams. 4th and 7. An official wants timeout across the way. Of course, you're tuned into the Home Center Dragon Network, powered by WISH and Lowe's Toast Friday Night Football. Glad to have you aboard. Week 2 of high school football. We'll have scores of interest at halftime. James David Meredith will have the halftime, and we'll also have the band talking as well.
At the end of the second, we have Austin East leading William Blunt 6-0 at the end of the second period. Let's see if we have an updated score on that. And David Dodson tells me William Blunt has scored, so it's now 7-6 in favor of William Blunt. And that should be in the third period. 5 minutes left in the third period.
Well, that was nicely done.
That is going to be close.
Dragons get a great roll on the kick by Williams, and it gets a wonderful roll. And you've got that update. Was William Blunt 7, Austin East 6. 5:04 to go in the second quarter. You can tell we're playing slow motion football here.
Yes, indeed.
1:02 to go.
And there's a flag wall on the field at the 47-yard line, so let's unsort this. Still in the first period, 29-7. What? And that is going to be offsetting penalties. That's going to be offsetting penalties.
Personal fouls against both
So personal foul on both sides. So
you can tell that we like each other.
yes, yes. There's no animosity at all on the field tonight, not at all. But the Dragons on the short end of a 29-7 score. The punt was a pretty good one a moment ago. So the Wildcats start this possession in their worst field position, Walt, on their own 16-yard line.
Yeah, they need to be down at their own ones where they need to be, but Lord only knows. 1:02 to go in the first quarter. First down, 10 yards to go. Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down for the Wildcats at their own 16-yard line, leading our Dragons 29-7. Handoff. No, he'll keep that football. Coming ahead, the quarterback, number 18 on the carry, Fegan, before he's taken down by Charlie Turbyville of the Clinton High School Dragons. And so it looks like Oak Ridge has a different quarterback early on.
Well done by Charlie Turbyville. He stayed home there, and he corralled that Oak Ridge quarterback on the keeper, tossed him to the turf for a 1-yard gain, second and long for the Wildcats.
Williams rolling out to the left side as Oak Ridge second down and 9. And a different quarterback for the Wildcats. Pass downfield is going to be complete. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, knocked out of bounds across the way, but a flag at the 24 coming forward might be on the Wildcats again. But the Wildcats keep getting those big plays.
And that's what they've been doing for 50 years, Walt. They are a big play team. You have to contain them, try to make them earn their way downfield 4 or 5 yards at a time, and that's difficult to do. So this big gain that Oak Ridge had is going to be wiped off the books in a step off against the Wildcats, and that is going to be half the distance to the goal, all the way back down to the 14-yard line. And so that is going to be holding against Oak Ridge and negate a big gain and a step off against them. And so that is their 6th penalty in the first period, Walt, but they're still leading 29-7.
And getting all the big plays that we can't stop. Here comes the Wildcats. Fegan at quarterback, second string quarterback for the Wildcats. A high snap, hands off, first man through, breaks the tackle, breaks the second tackle, and keeps running with the football. Dragons finally knock him out of bounds across the way, number 6 on the carry, before he's taken out of bounds by the Clinton Dragons, Fabian and Will Young, both over there on the tackle, as Crawley on the run, as he broke 2 or 3 Clinton tackles in a row.
They had him for a loss. Poor tackling. I would like to say great athleticism by Oak Ridge, and it was, but it was just poor tackling on Clinton's part. They have to get the ball carrier on the ground. You can't tackle people high. You got to go low.
2 seconds to go in the first quarter. Oak Ridge up 29-7. Fegan, movement by the Dragons, going to be on the Dragons, violating the neutral zone, I do believe, with 3 seconds on one side, 2 seconds on the other. Which one do I go by? That's interesting.
Yeah, we're going to say 3.
We'll say 3. They move it 5 yards.
That is the Dragons' 5th penalty in the first quarter. 6 penalties for Oak Ridge. Wow.
Something else. 2.5 seconds to go in the first quarter. I'll compromise.
There you go.
29-7 your score. Oak Ridge, 1st and 5, brought to you by Rusty Wallace Chevrolet. High snap, back to pass, long pass, downfield. Knocked away by the Clinton Dragons. That was a good defensive play by the Clinton Dragons, Fabian, and that's what they really did earlier on Oak Ridge, but Oak Ridge got the touchdown.
Yes, very well played by the defensive back, Fabian there. He undercut the receiver, went up, knocked the ball down. Well played, good body position. So now we're finally at the end of the first period.
You're tuned into the Home Center Dragon Network, powered by WISH and Low Toes Friday Night Football. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You got water?
Where's the best place for breakfast and lunch in Oak Ridge? The Hole in the Wall Cafe on Oak Ridge Turnpike. Try their famous chicken and waffles, fluffy omelets, hearty sandwiches. They also have delicious daily lunch specials, and you have to try their homemade desserts. Hole in the Wall Cafe is at 979 Oak Ridge Turnpike, just across from Methodist Medical Center. Find daily specials on their Facebook and Instagram pages. Order online at holeinthewallcafe.toast.site or place a to-go order at 865-294-4143. Hole in the Wall Cafe in Oak Ridge, where good food and good folks come together.
If you're 17 or 18 instead of being 68, as we are. So, it does make a difference. But those young men have trained really hard. All of them put in so many hours, so much work to be here and represent their schools on this field.
Oak Ridge Wildcats, 2nd down and 5. Fegan at quarterback, man goes to motion wide to the right, high snap, hands it off to number 6. He comes forward 40. He comes to the 45-yard line. On the carry goes Crowley. And for whatever reason, these Wildcats, as Fortson, Devontae Fortson on the tackle for the Clinton High School Dragons, we just keep having problems taking down the Wildcats.
And again, they're running with passion. They're running with power. They're running with intent. And the Dragons are on their heels a little bit. And so when you're on your heels defensively, you usually get run over.
Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down. As Wildcats on their own 46. High snap once against Fegan. Fegan rolls out. He's going to be, well, it looks like Dragons actually, well, I thought had him. They keep breaking a tackle coming forward. I do not believe this. I do not believe this, period. He goes for the score. Fegan scores for the Wildcats. I do not believe that whatsoever. It took him 4 seconds to get out of there, and he went for the score. I do not understand this. In a 54-yard touchdown play and an Apple Blossom Cafe Catering touchdown. I don't understand that, period.
That encapsulates the whole first game and a half of the Dragons season. They had him corralled. They had him by the jersey. They almost had him down. They let him escape. He found a corridor downfield and took it all the way.
Sacks on for the extra point. The kick is up. It is good. There's timeout on the field. 11:04 to go in the first half. Your score, the Oak Ridge Wildcats 36, the Clinton High School Dragons 7. And you're tuned into the Home Center Dragon Network, powered by WISH and Lowe's Toast Friday Night Football. We'll be back in 30 seconds. I am not believing that. I think I'm more shocked by that than I have just about ever been anything. God. It's like he was in slow motion right there, and then just all of a sudden he's out of nowhere. Good God. Back here at Oak Ridge Wildcat Stadium, Blankenship Field. Jim, that has me more in shock than just about any play I've ever seen.
The Dragons defense had him tackled for a loss on rushing the quarterback, but he just kind of shifted around there. The Dragons had hold of his jersey. He kept his legs churning, and he twisted and turned, got himself loose, and the Dragon defenders just let up a little bit. He sped right past them. That was a shocking play, as you called it. It was shocking, very unexpected, but that encapsulates the Dragon season. Poor tackling. They got to get the man on the field.
Kickoff sponsor, Coker Rental Kickoff. Dragons get it downfield. It's going to go into the end zone. It's a touchback and goes straight into the end zone. It's a Coker Rental kickoff, your source for a wide range of equipment rentals. Location 2305 Clinton Highway across from Claxton Elementary School. They're building a new one out there as well. Of course, at halftime, we'll have updates on scores of interest around East Tennessee. In particular, of course, William Blunt, which last we heard was leading Austin East 7-6, 5:04 to go in is that the third or second quarter? 5:04 to go in the second?
I think so. I think that's right.
Oh, okay. 7:36 to go in the first half here. week 2 of high school football. Dragons get to the region part of the schedule next week. Eckerson hands off, gives with that basketball, number 10, Austin Phillips, gets it to the 19-yard line, but really no gain. That was a Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down, and taken down by Blake Woody, as Woody does a good job. Dragons really lost a yard there, and Dragons 2nd and 11, and Eckerson coming in with what we hope is a big-time play.
And this is a measuring stick for Clinton. They're playing one of the best teams in East Tennessee, and they're not measuring up too well tonight, so they just need to get themselves together, see if they can run a few plays to get the chains moving just a bit.
Pass to Young, 20-yard line, out of bounds, maybe the 23 across the way, as Stewart there on the tackle across the way. I'm not sure where they mark it for sure. He may have got a little bit more yardage than I anticipate. Well, no, it's about exactly where I thought, the 23-yard line, 3rd down and 7. And Dragons need something here.
Wide receiver screen wall, but that was a safe pass, and it was a relatively easy pass, so they gained a little bit of yardage. Still need to convert on 3rd and 7, but it was a positive play.
10:15 to go in the first half. Dragons need something to go here. Twin receivers wide to the right side, Tackett and Young. And Eckerson rolls out, shoots a pass downfield, complete to the 25-yard line. Not much there on the reception, Ben Tackett, before he's taken down by Lemire Porter. And Dragons being too conservative over there and too safe, they could not get too much out of that.
Beautiful open field tackle by Porter there. If he misses that tackle, the receiver goes for the first down, but he did not miss the tackle. That shows the difference. One-on-one, the Wildcats make the tackle in the open field. That's what the Dragons are struggling to do.
9:38 to go, 4th and 4 for the Dragons. It looks like they are going for it. Rather interesting. As Eckerson, handoff, rolls out. He breaks a tackle. He needs to shoot a pass downfield to Phillips. Phillips does not quite get a first, or does he? He's pretty close to a first.
It's 1st and 10.
He's got a first down, 10 yards to go. That was nicely done by the Dragons. Eckerson, he was running for his life.
He was, and he threw back against the grain to the far side of the field. Both of the Dragons' biggest plays have been on broken plays, but it worked. Moved the chains. The Dragons have a new set of downs here. 1st and 10 on their own 34-yard line. The ball is on the far hash mark. The Dragons have 9 minutes and 12 seconds left until halftime. 36-7. All they need to do is run some plays and move the chains.
That's exactly what they need to do. Eckerson, that was a thing of beauty to get the first out of that with Phillips, one of his top 2 receivers. Eckerson rolls out to the right side, pass downfield, complete to the 32-yard line. That was Turbyville on the reception, as he is taken down by Blake Woody over there. And Dragons trying to do anything they can, but, it's one of those things.
A little middle screen there, and it was complete. But the Wildcats defenders are right in the position they need to be. And in the open field, they haven't hardly missed a tackle tonight. So give them credit. They're tackling machine. Very well coached. Very well played by the Wildcats. Clinton's hoping they're making a mistake, and they haven't made many tonight.
That was a Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down, but they lose 2 yards on that next play. Dragons, Eckerson, 2nd down and 12, pass downfield complete to the 39-yard line before he is taken down by Ferguson, before he's taken down by Anthony Jones, and Wildcats are sure-handed on their tackling.
Without a doubt, and a nice completion there. Good throw in tight coverage. Complete there to the Dragon receiver. Brings up 3rd and about 5. The ball is marked on the near hash mark about the Dragon 39-yard line. And we have a scoring update, and let's see. We now have Austin East 12 and William Blount 7. Is that correct? Okay, 12-7 in front of Austin East. in favor of Austin East.
And the Dragons on the option. A Dragon was taken down, did not quite get a first down. Off to number 7 over there, Ben Tackett. And or was that? I thought Tackett was over there. It was number 7. But that's one of those things. So the Dragons will be short of the first down. And you wonder if they will go for the first here on the 4th down and relatively 4th down and 6 from the 38-yard line. I guess we'll see right here. Not really 4-down territory normally, but you're trailing by quite a bit.
They're rolling the dice here, see what they come up with, Walt.
Here comes Eckerson for the Clinton Dragons. Eckerson rolling out to the left side, shoots a pass downfield. Is going to be incomplete. Tended for Will Young, and Phillips really nowhere near either one of them.
And Eckerson was under heavy pressure from number 14, and that is Stevens. He's been in the backfield more than the Dragon running back has. He's been in there all night long. Clinton has had a lot of difficulty controlling him from the defensive end position. He has been a thorn in the Dragon side, and on the 4th down, incomplete pass. The ball goes over on downs to Oak Ridge at the Clinton 38-yard line. So Clinton's doing their best, but Oak Ridge seems to have the answer so far.
Oak Ridge has it at the Clinton 38-yard line. Oak Ridge up 36-7. First down. It's a Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down for the Wildcats. 6:27 to go in the first half. Fegan shoots a pass downfield, complete, 30. He's down to the 25-20. He is out of bounds at the 14-yard line and about 24-yard pass reception, and he caught the ball upfield and then kept breaking tackles of the Clinton High School Dragons.
I know we sound like a broken record, but that's just the way it is tonight. And so the Dragons are struggling to get the Wildcats to the ground on the completion. 1st and 10. A couple of missed tackles there. The ball is now marked at the Clinton 14-yard line. Wildcats up 36-7.
And so the Wildcats, 6:05 to go. They're in the red zone inside the 20. They lead 36-7. 1st and 10. Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down. High snap once again, Fegan. He's got it 15. He's down towards the 10. He will be in for the score. Touchdown for the Oak Ridge Wildcats. That is number 6, Crowley. Crowley on the score. Crowley on a 14-yard touchdown run for the Oak Ridge Wildcats. But a flag is on the play, and we'll wait and see what that is. We may even get that from David Dotson, who has eyes in the back of his head. It's against Oak Ridge more than likely. Offense. False start for the Oak Ridge Wildcats, 5-yard penalty.
So that takes all the touchdown off the board, and that tallies their 7th penalty tonight, but yet they're still way in the lead.
Very much in the lead for the Wildcats. And so the quarterback coming up there, number 18, Fegan. As I don't know if the other quarterback left because he's injured or just want to give this other guy a chance. Fegan rolling out, being pursued by the Dragons. Pass downfield is going to be incomplete, but probably going to be holding on the Oak Ridge Wildcats.
Good defensive play there by the Dragon defensive line as they broke through under pressure on the quarterback, and it looks like one of the offensive linemen held there to try to protect his quarterback. So the folks that are getting the most action tonight are the referees. This is penalty number 8 for the Wildcats against 5 for Clinton.
And do we have, in effect, is this the updated score, or did they just not take that off?
No, it's the 36-7. This one been wiped off because of penalty.
But they still have it up there.
No.
That is the score.
That is the score, 36-7.
Lord
yes.
help, I wish it was. Wildcats up 36-7. Fegan. And we've got a penalty, and it's on the Clinton High School Dragons. What, violating the neutral zone? encroachment on the Clinton High School Dragons. And so the Wildcats.
If you're a defender, watch the ball, move when the ball is snapped. Don't try to anticipate. Watch the ball, move when it's snapped.
First down, 10 yards to go for the Wildcats. Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down in Clinton. Fegan at quarterback from the Dragon 24. 5:10 to go in the first half. Fegan, pass downfield is going to be incomplete and sort of almost intercepted by Clinton Dragon, who was in the vicinity. Number 11, Ferguson, as Dragons trailing 36-7. And
that was the first play in 5 plays that we haven't had a penalty. 5 plays in a row, Walt. So thank goodness for no penalty.
Yeah, they want to get their worth in tonight.
Absolutely, they are.
5:06 to go in the first half. Week 2 of high school football, and hot as we thought it would be at Jack Armstrong Stadium, Wildcat country. Wildcats second down and 20. Fegan, pass downfield complete to number 9. He will probably score, and he does. In for the score, number 9. That's Lemire Porter on the score. A 24-yard touchdown reception, and that is Creative Couture 24 pass reception. CC 24, and a 24-yard, that's Lemire Porter on the score. Wildcats leading 42-7 as Sachs on for the extra point. Here comes the snap, ball down, the kick is up, the kick is good. 4:56 to go in the first half. Your score is Oak Ridge 42, Clinton 7. You're tuned into the Home Center Dragon Network, powered by WYSH and Lowe's Toast Friday Night Football. We'll return in 30 seconds.
MVP Roofing and Siding, your local source for home renovations. MVP can transform your home or business with top-notch roofing, siding, decks, concrete, and interior remodeling, turning your home into the envy of the neighborhood. With expert renovations tailored to your style and budget, MVP Roofing and Siding, like our name says, your home is the most valuable project. MVP takes great pride in their top-tier communication and doing the project right the first time. Visit us online at mvptn.com. MVPTN.com or call 865-440-5020.
We're back here at Oak Ridge High School, Blankenship Field. Oak Ridge 43, Clinton 7. It's been all Wildcats tonight. Our offense not tackling the way it should, and Porter's having a field day.
Porter is having a field day. Oak Ridge has played well. Even though they've made a lot of mistakes penalty-wise, they've had 8 penalties. They've been overcome those penalties. Clinton has had really a lot of trouble tackling defensively. Offensively, they just haven't looked like the same team as last week.
Cocorino kickoff. Dragons get it 20-yard line, 25. He's to the 30, 35. He is out of bounds. Goes number 1 down there, Oliver.
On the return.
And before he's tackled by Woody. And that, of course, was a Cocorino's kickoff. That was something good that the Dragons need a shot in their arm.
That was a nice block kick return. Good run by the. Oh, and there's a penalty on it. Is that? Am I getting that right? Yes. There's a penalty back down. So that good field position that Clinton was going to have is going to be wiped off by penalty number 7 for Clinton. So the good thing that happens, wiped off by penalty, so Clinton will start in very poor field position inside their own 15-yard line. And is that going to be holding? I think that's going to be holding. And so at the 4:46 mark of the second period, Clinton facing a giant deficit, 43-7, looking to try to get on track offensively.
Dragons need to just methodically get it down there, even get a big play if they can, just keep the chains moving. They trail 43-7, 4:46 to go in the first half. It's a Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down. Handoff, first man through. He comes forward to the 17, 18-yard line. Charlie Turbyville on the carry before he's taken down by Martin of the Oak Ridge Wildcats, and call it second down and still quite a bit to go. Probably
Loss of about a yard on that wall.
Loss of a yard.
Yep.
Not good. 4:18 to go in the first half. Week 2 of high school football. Things might get a little better next week against William Blount.
We certainly hope so for the Dragons' standpoint.
Second down and 11. Dragons Eckerson back to pass. Pretty good protection. Long pass downfield is going to be intercepted Oak Ridge, but I really thought I saw pass interference down there. Wildcats get the interception.
Intercepted by number 11, Dylan Woody.
Dylan Woody on the interception. I thought I saw pass interference down there, but then again, maybe not.
Well defended there. Eckerson had time that time. He thought he saw a receiver downfield. He threw into double coverage. Well defended there by Oak Ridge. And so on the interception, that is really the third turnover against Clinton that sets up Oak Ridge on the Clinton 48-yard line. So Walt, listen to this. Clinton has had 3 turnovers and 7 penalties in the first half. And we still got 4 minutes left in the first half. Let's see, let's get some scores. 28-0, CAK over Heritage, and Gibbs leading Halls 21-13.
So I tell you what, that's rather interesting. We play Halls the last game of the season. We played Heritage last week. CAK is probably going to be pretty good, but that's quite amazing. Heritage got 63 on us last week. 3:54 to go in the first half. High snap, hands off, misdirection, gives to another one, and he's got it 40. He's to the 35, down to the 30, down to the 26-yard line. Newberry on the carry before he's taken down by the Clinton High School Dragons. 73, Torpedo Rodriguez with 3:40 to go in the first half. And we've got the Wildcats have it on the 28-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down. Wildcats with the football. They are in control on their own, the Dragons' 28-yard line. Getting relatively close to the red zone. Man goes most wide to the right. Handoff, first man through, 25. He breaks a tackle down to about the 23. On the carry goes Porter before he is taken down by Fortson of the Clinton High School Dragons. And Dragons at least got Porter down.
And they haven't done that many times tonight, Walt. The Oak Ridge Wildcats offense have had their way against the Dragon defense. Just keep the man in front of you. Don't let him get by you. Keep the man in front of you.
2:40 to go, down to 2:35 in the first half. Here comes the Wildcats bringing them up. Number 7 back in, Sparks. A Carter transfer. Handoff gives to Porter. Porter breaks the tackle, 25. He's to the 20-yard line, and they had him hemmed in and could have had for a loss on Porter before he's taken down by Ferguson of the Clinton High School Dragons. But I have to say, he's got a wonderful stutter step.
He really does. He can change directions on a dime. The hole was not there on the right-hand side. He tried to cut it back to the left, gained a couple of yards, but Clinton was there to nail it to the turf. Third and short.
Third down, 2 yards to go for the Wildcats. Leading our Dragons 43-7. High snap, pass downfield is incomplete as Phillips on the tackle of the Wildcat over there. And amazing. Intended for number 4 over there. Was that Gerber or something? I can't even hardly read at this point. Number 4. Okay, the Dragons over there on
well defended there
by Phillips.
By Phillips, yes. So they are going for it, Walt.
Wildcats 4th down and 2, and a whistle sounds by the officials, and Clinton wants time. 1:39 to go in the first half. Your score: Oak Ridge 43, Clinton 7. You're tuned in to the Home Center Dragon Network, powered by WISH and Lowe's Toes. Friday Night Football, back in 30 seconds.
Looking to switch your insurance? Davis Insurance Group now has 2 locations to better serve you. With their new location ready for business in Clinton, a locally owned, family-operated independent agency, servicing your needs for auto, home, commercial, business, life, and retirement. Call Jeremy at Davis Insurance Group for your free no-obligation quote today. Take advantage of rates, benefits, and service designed to give you more for your money. 865-314-5341. Davis Insurance Group is located at 355 Colum Street in historic downtown Clinton. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m.
One. Wish you weren't, but back here at Blankenship Field, Oak Ridge Wildcats up 43-7. They've got it 4th down and 2, ball on the Dragon 20. They're in the red zone. Definitely 4-down territory. Sparks at quarterback for the Wildcats. Man goes in motion. He is back to pass for the halfback pass. He comes forward. He's got a first, definitely, down towards the 10-yard line before he's taken down by the Clinton High School Dragons, but definitely have the first to keep the chains moving. And the Dragons, Lou Allen, in on the tackle for the Clinton High School Dragons, and halfback pass.
You know, I'm looking at this. Mercy rule should be invoked, Walt. The clock should continue to run no matter what, and it hasn't been.
Right.
It is 43-7. That clock should continue to run no matter what.
Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down for the Wildcats. Back to pass, Sparks, long pass in the end zone. Touchdown, Oak Ridge Wildcats. And so, a touchdown for the Wildcat. That's Williams for the touchdown. 20-yard, was that, how many yards was that? Was that 20?
Yes.
Is that 20-yard pass play?
Well,
anyway, the Wildcats score
at the
with 1:08 to go in the first half. Wildcats up 49-7. We're in a mercy rule situation. The clock should actually continue to run, except maybe for the extra point. But on for the extra point will be number 27, as that is Sachs.
Foul will be assessed on the kickoff.
Unsportsmanlike conduct will be assessed on the kickoff. And 1:08 to go in the first half. Week 2 of high school football. And a rough evening so far for the Clinton High School Dragons. And I don't know what is taking them so long to continue in this game, but who knows. Insult to injury. Sachs on for the extra point. 1:08 to go in the first half. Here comes the extra point by Sachs. The touchdown. And brought to you by, of course, Apple Blossom Cafe and Catering touchdown. And you're tuned into the Home Center Dragon Network, powered by WISH and Lowe's Toes. Friday Night Football. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
In beauty, they say you can't have it all. Quick, affordable, and luxurious. At Sweet Skin LLC, we disagree. Experience a rejuvenating facial, a flawless lash lift, or a radiant spray tan. Our services start at just $50, but it's our attention to detail that makes your skin glow. And you can host your own party, and we'll bring the fun. Plus, the host can earn free product and get host discounts. Call us for more details. Pamper yourself today at Sweet Skin LLC, 1305 Blockhouse Valley Road, Clinton. Call 865-307-8412. Sweet Skin LLC, sweeten your skin.
The Oak Ridge Wildcats 50, the Clinton High School Dragons 7, 1:08 to go in the first half. And one of our dear friends, James Tony Fannon's in from Wisconsin for our class reunion tomorrow evening. I guess we'll all be crying in the blues.
You know what? One of those things, but if they told me they were going to hang $50 on us, I'd say maybe. but not just in the first half.
Kickoff, Coker Reynolds kickoff right there. Dragons get it at the 5-yard line, back to the 10, 15, east of the 20. Breaks a tackle 25, out towards the 30-yard line. The Dragons, Oliver on the return for the Clinton High School Dragons. Coker Reynolds kickoff. And
Hit first by number 25, Anthony Jones. Also in on the start, number 23, Josiah Third.
That ball sailed over the head of the last man, even though they were kicking off in the 25. So that was a misalignment on special teams. Clinton should have been starting about their own 40, and they're starting at their own 29-yard line. So that really a mistake on top of that.
My goodness.
10th penalty for Oak Ridge, and they're still up 50-7. Clinton has really, really struggled tonight.
1 minute to go in the first half, and we should be on the situation, the hardship rule, but the clock does not run as Eckerson hands off to a Clinton Dragon. 25, he is taken back and thrown back on the first down, 10 yards to go. Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down before he's taken down. Anthony Jones in on the tackle, and you would think we would be going for some passes here.
Well, yes, that's true, but I think as poorly as the offense has played tonight, they're just trying to run some plays and not have a negative result, run a play that they execute fairly well. That lost them 3 yards. So now they're behind the chains once again, and they have just struggled from the word go to block the front defensive line of the Oak Ridge Wildcats. It's not gone well tonight from any respect.
10 seconds to go in the first half. Eckerson straight drop back to pass, rolls out to the right side, coming forward. Pass downfield is incomplete. Well, anyway, intended for the Clinton Dragons over the intended for number 7, Ben Tackett. Over there defending was Mahoney, and
that was close to interference, but
that is the end of the first half.
End of the first half. Mercifully, the first half is over, Walt.
Yes, it is. Your halftime score, the Oak Ridge Wildcats 50, Clinton High School Dragons 7. As want to remind you that you're tuned into the Home Center Dragon Network, powered by WISH and Lowe's Toes Friday Night Football. And we'll be back here momentarily as James David Meredith will have some halftime stats. Also, in particular, scores of interest around East Tennessee and the Dragon Band from down below, as we'll take a 3-minute break back here at Blankenship Field in 3 minutes.
Since 2003, All Occasions Party Rentals has been transforming events in East Tennessee. Locally owned and operated, they boast the region's largest inventory of tents, tables, chairs, and more. With a commitment to exceptional service, their trained and certified crew ensures every detail is perfect. Whether it's a wedding, corporate event, or backyard bash, rely on their expertise for a seamless experience. Visit AOPR.net to start planning your unforgettable event today, or call 865-588-1131. All Occasions Party Rentals, where your event dreams come true. Can your tailgate party pass the ultimate fan test? At Tailgate Tennessee, we're all about creating legendary game day experiences. Nestled in Circle Park, steps from Neyland Stadium, we offer concierge-level tailgating that puts you in the heart of the action. Proud supporters of the Clinton Dragons and Tennessee Volunteers. Tailgate Tennessee, where every game is unforgettable. Call 865-588-1131 or visit tailgatetennessee.com.
Call 865-457-6927, 457-6927, 457-6927, Lowe'sToes.com.
We don't want an arm and a leg, just your toes. Lowe's Toes.
It's back to school time and Hammers scores an A for savings. Get ready for straight A's on savings at Hammers. Visit our Facebook and Instagram page for daily deals. Come and see us at Hammers, Clinton, Sevierville, Wartburg, Halls, and New Tazewell. If you miss a day, you miss a bargain.
Hammers Discount Stores. If you haven't been to Hammers, you should see us now.
Your project deadline is looming. You need heavy-duty equipment, fast. Dozers, excavators, forklifts, backhoes, generators, tools, and more. Coker Rental Company has it all. Locally owned and operated, we're here to support your needs. Conveniently located at 2305 Clinton Highway in Powell, across from Claxton Elementary School. Visit us online at rentcoker.com or call 865-302-3200. Coker Rental Company, your project partner. Visit rentcoker.com.
Friday nights are all about community, teamwork, and cheering on our home team.
Oak Ridge. This is the halftime show by Dragon Network. I'm here, James David and Jake Wilson.
Jack Wilson.
I always do that.
No,
that is.
No, you're
that is
good.
such a James David thing to do. It's been a rough night so far for the Dragons. 50-7 is the score. Virtually no defense and very little offense. What's your take on what you think of the Dragons' play so far?
No defense is basically sums it up for the Dragons tonight. We showed some flashes on offense. We showed some flashes both sides of the ball, I think, but I think the lights are too bright for us. Have been too bright for us tonight, unfortunately. So, and those things happen, you know.
Yeah, definitely a lack of physicality from the Dragons. A lot of missed tackles where they've had opportunities. I remember early in the first quarter, there was a situation where it was a muffed snap, and they Oak Ridge picked it up like 5-10 yards behind the line of scrimmage and then scored a touchdown out of it. That's a situation where a defense has got to be physical and create a big play and lead to Oak Ridge losing yards rather than them making something big. So just a lot of missed tackles and lack of physicality that's led to Oak Ridge just kind of going off offensively.
Yeah, and this is one of those non-region games to where you can learn a lot. Mm-hmm. You face good teams, and you learn from good teams, and get you ready for region play. And William Blunt's going to be the first test of our region, and hopefully we can bounce back from this week because it's looking a little far-fetched tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Defense looked pretty sketchy last week, and it's kind of carried into this week. The only difference between last week and this week is that offense was producing versus Heritage, whereas this week there's been some signs. They put together a pretty well-constructed drive there about halfway through the first quarter, and they showed some glimpses, like a good fourth down conversion where Mason Eckerson rolled out through a good cross-body pass, which is rare. You don't usually see that. So, I mean, definitely some flashes, but a lot more negative than positive. And just to fill everybody in on how we're going to kind of construct this halftime show, right now Oak Ridge's band is playing. And once they are done, we're going to kind of switch over to show our Dragons band. Hopefully they will put on a better performance what the football team has showed you guys. And once they are done and we show them, you guys get to hear the music and kind of see what they're doing, how they're working on their stuff. We'll switch back, and then we'll kind of finish up what we're doing if time prevails.
Shout out to the band, by the way. I love music. I do choir back in college, so shout out to the music department.
Yes, so I think we're going to take a 1 minute ad break, and then we'll be back here in a minute. Back here at Blankenship Field, we've now got some scores of interest. Some hopefully there's some more competitive games going on in the region in East Tennessee. Jack, would you like to read some of them?
Yeah, reading's not my strong suit, but I'll try. I'm just kidding. So we got Cherokee versus Campbell County. Cherokee's up 7-0 in the first quarter. McMinn County is facing Cleveland tonight. Cleveland leading that 14-13 in the second quarter. Halls, Gibbs. Shout out to Rivalry Friday, Thursday night rivalry. That game being tuned over there, and Gibbs is ahead against Halls 21-13 in the second quarter. And CAK Heritage, familiar team from last week, is trailing 28-0 at halftime to CAK.
Wow.
I know, right? And then we got Fulton and Knox Central. Central with a big lead, 35-0. And then we have Eagleton versus McMinn Central. And Eagleton's ahead at halftime 20-14. And East Hamilton, Meigs County in the lead at halftime 28-0. And
looky there's a familiar game. Clinton Oak Ridge. Clinton 7, Oak Ridge 50. Wow.
Oh man. And then we got Jellicoe playing Oakdale, and Jellicoe's in the lead at halftime 14-0. A couple more for you, Harriman. Oneida's winning big 31-0 in the second quarter. And then we got Farragut and Powell. Shout out to Powell and Jalen Benjamin, former Clinton quarterback, who's played some good games here recently. And Powell is leading against Farragut 14-3.
So some good games going on in East Tennessee. Definitely some more interesting and more competitive ones. Like what'd you say, Halls and Gibbs?
Yeah, and Gibbs is getting a good lead on Halls already, and it's halftime, so good games going on.
Yeah, definitely some good games, and looks like Clinton's band is about to start playing. So I will go on a 1-minute break here to figure out how we're gonna get that going, and we'll be back shortly. Rhonda.
Whether you're moving the chains on the football field or moving on to your next chapter in life, JD's Realty and Auction is here to help. From estates and collections to real estate, vehicles, equipment, and entire businesses. At JD's Realty and Auction, we make selling simple. When it's time to sell, trust the hometown experts. JD's Realty and Auction. One call sells it all. 865-333-0567. Online at jdsauctions.com.
If you're looking for someone to cater your next event, whether it's a wedding, a banquet, corporate meeting, or bridal shower, the Apple Blossom Cafe in Clinton is ready to make your day special. They're a family-owned cafe and catering service celebrating Southern comfort food in the heart of Clinton's downtown and antique district. Your event is special. Owners Jimmy Taylor and Leanne Young are ready to help you. Give them a call at 865-457-5618. The Apple
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a warm welcome to the Clinton High School.
Lining up right now. Should be playing here soon. I didn't want to leave it on dead air while we were waiting on it. But I'm gonna go ahead and be quiet now and let y'all enjoy the band.
It was You know, all the football stuff showing up in my FYP. We're gonna go ahead and go. Okay, y'all hear me? I bet it has. What time was her surgery? Well, it was originally at 6, and then last night they said it said 8:45. Yay! So at 7:30 she calls me. She says, "Well, they've had Houston." She said, "Come on, her name." Yes, yes. My last one, right? My next one, 6:30. Yes. Right. Garbage taken me. I love you.
Welcome back here to Blanchard Field. halftime show. The band is still playing, but we want to make sure we can wrap up our halftime show before halftime's completely done and over with. Jack, what do you think, in your opinion, for what you've seen, what do you think you need to see better in the second half to try to make this a little bit more of a respectable score?
Well, I feel like just fighting all the way until the end. When you show fight, it really tells a lot throughout the whole season, throughout region play, like I said earlier, and I feel like you just got to keep fighting. There's nothing really you could do for if you're down 43 unless a miracle happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like you said, fighting all the way to the end not only just shows your character, but it just shows how your coaching staff has taught you and just the role models around you and who you are as a team and as people. Because, when you fight to the end, it just shows that it's not always about the scoreboard, but it's about improving from week to week. What?
2-minute break. Come back.
Okay.
Take a 2-minute break.
Okay, we're going to go on a 2-minute break.
If you're looking for someone to cater your next event, whether it's a wedding, a banquet, corporate meeting, or bridal shower, the Apple Blossom Cafe in Clinton is ready to make your day special. They're a family-owned cafe and catering service celebrating Southern comfort food in the heart of Clinton's downtown and antique district. Your event is special. Owners Jimmy Taylor and Leanne Young are ready to help you. Give them a call at 865-457-5618. The Apple Blossom Cafe, 409 Cullum Street in Clinton.
Looking for custom apparel, signs, or promotional products? Creative Couture 24 has you covered. Locally owned and operated right here in Clinton. We offer custom t-shirts, embroidery, hats, banners, signs, stickers, decals, vehicle graphics, and so much more. From a single custom item to outfitting your entire team, school, business, or organization, we can bring your ideas to life. Creative Couture 24. Your vision, our creation. Visit us online at shopcc24.com. shopcc24.com.
If it's time to upgrade your home's heating and air conditioning unit, there's a company in Clinton that stands ready to serve you today. Powell Brothers Mechanical Contractors has been serving East Tennesseans since 1979, and they offer products and brands from Daikin, York, Avian, Briggs & Stratton, and more. They also offer whole home standby generators. Call today and ask about rebates and other offers, and start saving today. 865-457-3530, online at powellbroshvac.com.
The deals are stacked at Rusty Wallace Chevrolet. Right now, get up to $5,500 over Kelly Blue Book value for your trade on select new in-stock Chevrolet. Plus, up to $2,750 bonus cash. And for qualified buyers, get 0% APR financing on select new Chevrolet models. That's more for your trade, extra cash back, and low-rate financing, all in one place. Hurry to Rusty Wallace Chevrolet or shop anytime at Rusty Wallace Chevrolet.
7. It is unfortunate. We've got scores of interest around East Tennessee. West Ridge 21, David Crockett 7. Also North Green 21, West Green 14. Volunteer 44, Claiborne nothing. Northview Academy losing to Unicoi County 14-0. Alcoa 42-7 over Bearden at halftime. Walker Valley in the third. Bradley Central leading 14-7. Campbell County trailing Cherokee 14-0. Also, it is Cleveland in the second quarter 14. McMinn County 13. Gibbs 21. Knoxville Halls 13. CAK over Heritage 28-0 at halftime. Kingston walloping Oliver Springs. Oliver Springs not very good apparently. Kingston walloping them at halftime 49-0. Knoxville Central 35, Fulton 0. I think they're the team to beat along with Powell in our region. Eagleton Academy 20, McMinn Central 14, Mex County 35, East Hamilton 0. Don't want to give our score again, but Jellicoe 28, Oakdale 0. Oneida 31, Harriman nothing. Marion County 14, Polk County nothing. It is Powell 14, Farragut 3. You've had a couple of sons go through Farragut, and I'm hoping Powell can get knocked out where that's concerned. 7 o'clock start, no score on South Doyle and Carnes. We play both of them before the year is done. And Jim, I guess you might want to go over the scoring a little bit, and until we see Oak Ridge come on the field.
David Dodson just told me that Austin East is leading William Blunt, Clinton's opponent next week, 12-10. Austin East is leading William Blunt. You know, I could go this individual scoring, Walt. Let's just summarize it saying Oak Ridge did basically what they wanted to do anytime they wanted to do. Even though they had 10 penalties, they didn't have a single turnover. Clinton had 3 turnovers and 9 penalties. The missed tackles allowed Oak Ridge to have big plays. The one play, that one drive Clinton had that culminated in a touchdown, immediately penalties on the kickoff, on the subsequent kickoff, gave Oak Ridge great field position. They immediately scored on their very first play. So that momentum disappeared. What does Clinton need to do? Well, they just need to run some plays without getting a negative result. They're not going to win this game, but they need to get some continuity offensively to prepare for next week.
It's a Coker Reynolds kickoff. The Clinton High School Dragons kicking off to Oak Ridge, trailing 50-7, starting the third quarter, and should have the mercy rule starting the entire way here. And kickoff downfield, a good one by Williams, taking it to 12, back to the 15, to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. He is taken down at the Dragon 45-yard line. A kickoff by number 23. Over there is McClure. Hayden Ferguson in on the tackle. A flag on the play, and that guy was Grease Lightning.
There was a big swath up the middle, just a giant amount of green carpet in front of him. Not great coverage by the Clinton kickoff. You got to stay in your lanes. You know, I've talked about that several times. Lane integrity, you can't get out of your lane. You have to get through the blocker and stay in your lane.
Now the clock is moving like it's going to be a mercy type situation. Dragons trail 50-7. They are going to move it back. It's on the Oak Ridge Wildcats. The infraction is 10 yards for holding.
So that is Oak Ridge's 11th penalty, and they've still overcome all of those penalties and put 50 points on the board.
So the Wildcats will have it first down, 10 yards to go on their own 41-yard line. First down sponsor, Rusty Wallace Chevrolet, first down. And you're tuned into the Home Center Dragon Network, powered by WISH and Lowe's Tows. Wildcats hand off to the 40. He breaks the tackle to the 44-yard line on the carry before a couple of Dragons, they'll get him down. Taken down by Alcorn of the Clinton Dragons, who is the best player coming back for the Clinton High School Dragon basketball team, and first time playing football.
Nice play there on the corner.
10:04 to go in the third quarter. Wildcats have it on second down and 7. Dragons trailing 50-7. Next week, they are finally at home at Dragon Stadium as they will host the William Blunt Governors in a regional contest. First region game of the year. Been a tough 2 weeks. And whistle sounds by the official across the way. And now I guess they'll start again. Clock continues to run, under 9:30 to go in the third quarter. New player coming in over there, number 29, which is Mahoney. As they've got different players in for the Wildcats. 9:10 to go in the third quarter. And Wildcats with that football. Now 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. High snap, gets off the first man through. He had, thank goodness, nothing there. On the carry was number 6, Crowley, taken down by the Clinton High School Dragons, Austin Phillips. As Dragons doing some pretty good things there, but
Oak Ridge offensively hasn't faced many third down plays. This is third and long for one of the few times in this game.
And they, of course, had a tough Halls team last week. We've made it too easy on them so far this one. 8:20 to go in the third quarter. Third down and 8 for the Oak Ridge Wild. Quarterback, Fegan. Fegan, a high snap. Shoots a pass downfield. It's going to be complete at the 50, 45. He's to the 40. He is taken down by Charlie Turbyville, the Clinton High School Dragons. As on the reception was Mahoney. And they've got a lot of speedsters and a lot of different plays to run.
And the coverage was fairly good. It was just an excellent pass. He rolled out to his right, and he had a window of about a couple of yards, and he hit it. So nice pass by the backup quarterback for Oak Ridge.
Yes, indeed. Fegan has done pretty darn good for the Wildcats. Him and Sparks have gone all the way, both of them pretty much the same amount of time at this point. And they might be saving Sparks since they've already got this game pretty much in hand for next week or the week after that. I don't think Lenore City is necessarily going to be a hard foe, but they have a ton of hard foes down the road.
Without a doubt they do, and say they don't want to risk injury. There's a dead ball foul, and that is
on Oak
Ridge. So that is against Oak Ridge. So that is Oak Ridge's 12th penalty, and that is going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. 15 yards. And so that is going to negate what was a good third down conversion. They're going to give him the first down because it was a dead ball foul, but they're going to back him up 15 yards. So now they're on their own 48-yard line, 1st and 10, because the penalty occurred after the play.
And with the situation on the hardship rule, clock continues to run. We're down at 6:15 to go in the third quarter. Oak Ridge 50, the Clinton Dragons 7. Wildcats, Fegan, quarterback, high snap, hands off, gets towards the 50-yard line. A flag goes down, and the Oak Ridge Wildcat, Jackson on the carry. And I don't know for sure what happened there. Might be a holding on the Wildcats, and we'll wait and see. As in on the tackle was Adams of the Oak Ridge Wildcats. No, the Clinton High School Dragons. We'll have Austin Phillips in on the tackle for the Dragons there.
That's going to be another penalty, it looks like, against Oak Ridge.
Have we seen a situation, they have all these big plays that's happening, but they're shooting themselves in the foot, but they have this tremendous lead, and somehow with all these penalties, it's not helping the Dragons much.
When they play against the better teams on their schedule, if they do this, they will lose.
Yes.
They've got a lot of talent, but tonight they played undisciplined with 13 penalties through 2.5 quarters.
5:05 to go. Handoff number 17. Tries to get to the corner. He comes 40. He's the 45. Knocked out of bounds around the 47-yard line. Number 17, as that's Jackson on the carry before he's taken down by Ferguson of the Clinton High School Dragons.
And again, we lost containment. The defensive end has to rush upfield and make the ball carrier turn in, and he did not. So the defensive end on that side lost containment. So that moved, they gave them a lot of opportunity to move upfield, and they did that. So you gotta force the play back inside. So you got the inside-out pursuit that will come and catch them.
Wildcats, Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down, now 2nd and 11. High snap, Dragons will go back after him. Fumble, Dragons may have that football. The Dragons, I think, have the football, and thank goodness we get the turnover as Austin Phillips on the recovery for the Dragons And finally, something nice for a change.
The ball is snapped over the quarterback's head. The last time Oak Ridge did that, the quarterback picked it up and ran for a touchdown. This time he fumbled it. Clinton's there opportunistically to recover the fumble. So Clinton sets up shop on this offensive set. 1st and 10. Excellent field position on the Oak Ridge 31-yard line. 50-7 is your score. 3.5 minutes left in the third period. Rapidly moving.
Yes, first down. It's a Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down for the Clinton Dragons. Actually doing something with their defense for a change. That we like to see. 3:20 to go in the third quarter. Week 2 of high school football. Next week, Dragons back at home at Dragon Stadium. Wide right is Tackett. Wide left is Phillips and Young. Dragons, handoff gives to the first man through. Looks like Pendergrass gets it towards the 30-yard line, and that's about it before he's taken down by Strickland of the Clinton, of the Oak Ridge Wildcats. That was actually Strickland in on the run there for the Clinton Dragons.
Minimal gain on that first down attempt. Edged it just inside the Wildcat 30-yard line for the Dragons. Not going to win this game, not going to be competitive, but they need to gain some confidence and get some offensive continuity. Let's move the chains and get a score on this opportunity.
2:25 to go in the third quarter. Dragons have it on the 32nd and 9. Back to pass. Eckerson being pursued. Breaks the tackle 25. Back to about the 28-yard line before he's taken down over there by 38 Campbell of the Oak Ridge Wildcats. And I think Oak Ridge has got some of their second strings in there, and still the Dragons not able to hold off the defense of the Wildcats.
Eckerson didn't have time to look around. As soon as he turned around and set up, there was a Wildcat in his face. So he had to scramble, and Eckerson has taken a beating tonight. He had such a marvelous game last week. Well, because he had time to throw tonight, he's not had 1 second back there by himself. He has had a Wildcat in his face every second, and it's been tough for him.
Eckerson coming up, 1:30 to go in the third quarter. As wide to the left side, Young. Dragons need to get something with Young or Phillips, and a whistle sounds. The official throwing down a towel, I know not why. Who knows, but one dead ball, delay of game on the Clinton Dragons. I know not why. That just flat out is not good. 1:01 down to 58 seconds to go in the third quarter. Call it 3rd down and 16 for the Dragons. Ball on Oak Ridge's 37. Eckerson back to pass. Rolls out. He comes downfield. Needs to pass downfield. It's incomplete. And a flag goes down. I'm amazed, as over there was the Dragons attack it, and I thought that might be pass interference.
And it looks like the flag came out right at the point of the reception, and it looked like the defender came through the receiver, and if that's the case, that is going to be a 15. I don't think that is at the point of infraction. I think it's a 15-yard step off. So that may be, it was 3rd and about 15 or 16.
Ooh.
So that may not be enough yardage for the first down. Let's see how they lined up. It may be 3rd down and 1 instead of 3rd down and 16.
Well, we'll take that anytime. For sure.
So Clinton has asked for timeout. Into the third period. Okay, into the third period.
End of the third quarter. You're tuned into the Home Center Dragon Network, powered by WYSH and Lowe's Toast Friday Night Football. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The Home Center at 130 J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway, your authorized Milwaukee tool dealer, would like you to know that right now you can buy any select M18 tool and get a free M18 red lithium battery, a $169 value, absolutely free. Or buy any select M12 tool and get an M12 red lithium battery, a $129 value, absolutely free. It's going on right now, so hurry to the Home Center, J.D. Yarnell Industrial Parkway in Clinton. your authorized Milwaukee Tool dealer.
Hey,
Oh, you.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Score update, Walt. Austin East 18, William Blunt 10, and Austin East is driving. Is that William Blunt is driving? Okay, so that score may tighten up. That is Clinton's opponent next week. They are down, but they are driving. Our score here, 50-7 in favor of the Oak Ridge Wildcats over our Clinton Dragons. The Dragons set up shop. Third and about 1.
Although it still says 3rd and 16. I don't know why.
I'm looking at the
Right.
at the down marker, and it's 3rd and 1 for Clinton on about the 22-yard line of the Oak Ridge Wildcats. So if they can edge it forward about a yard, they'll get a new set of downs.
Sounds good to me. We're starting the 4th quarter, week 2 of high school football. As Ackerson hands off. No, he'll keep that football. He's 25-20, 15-10. He is going to lower his head down inside the 5-yard line, maybe to the 3. That was a thing of beauty by Eckerson of the Clinton High School Dragons. Tackle made by Hatmaker, and a good job by the Clinton Dragons Eckerson. And you wonder at some point, because he is such a valuable commodity of the Dragons, get this score and maybe put in a second stringer before the night is done, because you need him down the road.
Without a doubt, you certainly don't want to risk injury when you're down 50-7. So good point, Walt.
11:20 to go in the football game. Dragons in the red zone, 1st and goal from the 3-yard line, as it will be the Dragons Eckerson with it. 11:05 to go, and going to keep that football as Eckerson going to end for the score. Did he make it?
They're marking him down at the 1.
Marking him down at the 1-yard line. That was a nice move by Eckerson, as the Dragons had a first down, a Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down. Now it's going to be 2nd down and goal, as we've got an update on Austin East and William Blunt.
William Blunt scored, went for 2, and got it. So now, Walt, it's 18-18. William Blunt has tied Austin East.
Good ball game going on there. Dragons will host William Blunt in a big region game next week at Dragon Stadium. And out to the right side, twin receivers, the best, Phillips and Young, respectively. Kirbyville in the backfield. Straight drop back to pass. He'll roll out. He might be able to score. We'll see. He is going to score. Touchdown, Clinton High School Dragons. Touchdown for the Dragons. An Apple Blossom Cafe and Catering touchdown for the Dragons. A 1-yard run. He went as far to the left as he could before going out of bounds. Got in for the score. Eckerson scores. The Dragons, at least now in double digits. It's the Oak Ridge Wildcats 50, the Clinton Dragons 13. On for the extra point will be Isaiah Williams.
And that's got to give the Dragon offense, the Dragon Wagon, a little bit of confidence going into next week. They'll be playing William Blunt, as you outlined for our listeners. Very important region game, so Clinton needs that bit of confidence going into that game.
And kick up is good by Williams. As there's timeout on the field, you're tuned into the Home Center Dragon Network, powered by WYSH and Lowe's host Friday Night Football. It's Oak Ridge 50, Clinton Dragons 14, back in 30 seconds.
Finding a barber you trust shouldn't be a close shave. Powerhouse Fades and Shades knows the secret to style and comfort. With military and senior discounts, owner Scott Wallace ensures a welcoming atmosphere for everyone.
Haircut prices start at $17. Heroes Cut, military, law enforcement, emergency personnel, $15. Senior, $13. Shaves, $20.
Powerhouse Fades and Shades, where style meets comfort.
Location is 129 Robertsville Road, Oak Ridge, Tennessee, 37830.
Walton George
Blankenship Field, 10:03 to go in the football game. We may or may not have Dan Williams at the end of the game. He is really over on the home side. And because of logistics, we may not have him for stats tonight, but we'll keep what we got.
Well, since he's over there in the press box, in the shade, in the air conditioning, you know, he's had it easy. We've been standing over here when the sun was still up at 90 degrees. So he's had the easy job tonight.
Yeah,
which he normally doesn't have.
Yeah, he's a pretty smart fella sometimes.
Absolutely.
10:03 to go in the football game. Some of his stats are like Greek to me. I don't even hardly understand it until he writes it down. But
it's called McWilliams hieroglyphics.
Wildcats at the 10. Comes back to the 15. He's to the 20. And he's going to be taken down about the 22-yard line by the Clinton High School Dragons over there. Number 17 on the tackle by Cleveland. That was number 6. As number 6 is Crowley. As Turbyville was nowhere near the play. I don't know where they came up with that, but he'll take the
credit.
Yes.
22.
Yes. All right, so good coverage there. Good coverage. So they set up shop on their own 22-yard line. 9 minutes left in this ball game. Rapidly going second half because of the mercy rule. 50-14 is your new score in favor of the Oak Ridge Wildcats. Let's see if the Dragon defense can force the first punt of the evening for the Oak Ridge Wildcats.
And that was a kickoff sponsor, Coker Rental Kickoff, as Wildcats have it at the 22. Handoff pitch to, boy, he's a fast one, towards the 30, 35, 40, 45. He's to the 50, maybe the 45-yard line. Goes an Oak Ridge Wildcat on the run. I wonder if he runs track. Jackson on the carry before he's taken down by Fabian of the Clinton High School Dragons. He just looks like a fast mode fella.
He got the corner and he turned on the jets, but Walt, a little yellow flag is laying about the 39-yard line, so it looks like that's going to be all for naught. They're bringing it back.
Holding against the Wildcats.
And at the point of attack, a 10-yard penalty is going to be assessed against Oak Ridge. But, well, again, I keep saying this, you can't let him get to the corner. You have to contain. Your defensive ends have to push upfield and turn the running back in. They're letting them get to the outside, and with that speed, Clinton can't catch them.
First down and 10. It's a Rusty Wallace Chevrolet. 1st and 4, actually. Wildcats handoff. He breaks the tackle to the 30 on up to about the 33-yard line. Probably has the first before he's taken down by the Clinton Dragons Gaylor. 7:35 to go. Clock continues to run. Dragons trail 50-14. Mercy rule as a 50-14 football game. And Austin East and William Blount are tied at 18 in either the late third or towards the fourth quarter. It's in the fourth quarter now. 7:13 to go in the football game. Oak Ridge at their own 34. 1st down and 10. Oh my goodness, a bad snap. Fegan goes after it. He will end up on the football at the 16-yard line. And they've had a lot of problems with the fumbles with the quarterback.
Snap over the head of the quarterback, 3rd time tonight. One time it was picked up and ran for a touchdown for Oak Ridge. The second time, Clinton recovered the fumble. This time, they lost 15 yards.
And Fegan back there keeps on having problems. Their snapper had a lot of those times were high, and he somehow still got it.
Yes, and so that second-string center is going to see this on tape and say, wait a minute, I got to get it lower. It's going over the head of the quarterback.
6:18 to go in the football game. High snap. Now he'll keep that football. Comes towards the 20-yard line. He continues to run. Knocked out of bounds for the Clinton High School Dragons Fegan knocked down by number 16 over there. It's Campbell. And
that was a perfect example of Clinton allowing the runner, the quarterback keeper, to get to the outside. It was designed to go up the middle. He swerved around to the left, but we lost containment. That's why they gained about 6 or 8 yards. They lost containment.
3rd down and 13 for the Wildcats. 5:38 to go. Movement by Clinton and by Oak Ridge, too. We'll wait and see who they put that on. I saw movement to begin with by Clinton, but I don't know if they brought us offsides or not.
Against Oak Ridge.
Oh, it's against Oak Ridge. As we did not violate the neutral zone, we moved because they moved. And looks like David's got an update on the score.
Austin East 24, William Blunt 18 in an exciting game. Thanks to David Dodson for keeping us up to date on that.
Is that the final score?
Still going.
Fourth quarter. 5 minutes to go in this one. Ball's on the 31. 3rd down and 13 for the Wildcats. And looks like we've got a timeout on the field. 4:49 to go in the football game. Oak Ridge 50, Clinton 14. You're tuned into the Home Center Dragon Network, powered by WISH and Lowe's Toes Friday Night Football. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Where's the best place for breakfast and lunch in Oak Ridge? The Hole in the Wall Cafe on Oak Ridge Turnpike. Try their famous chicken and waffles, fluffy omelets, hearty sandwiches. They also have delicious daily lunch specials. And you have to try their homemade desserts. Hole in the Wall Cafe is at 979 Oak Ridge Turnpike, just across from Methodist Medical Center. Find daily specials on their Facebook and Instagram pages. Order online at holeinthewallcafe.toast.site or place a to-go order at 865-294-4143. Hole in the Wall Cafe in Oak Ridge, where good food and good folks come together.
Back here at Blankenship Field as the Clinton Dragons at this point trailing 50-14. Week 2 of high school football, and going to be a dandy next week at Clinton. I hope our offense gets rolling.
We want to invite all of our listeners and all the Clinton community to come out to the Clinton football field next Friday night and support these young men that have worked so hard to be on this field. And so the Clinton community always supports their team. We invite you to come out next Friday night.
Wildcats, Fegan rolling out to the right side. They go after him, a big man. Pass downfield, incomplete. Over there, big 73 was over there. He was moving pretty good. Rodriguez, who weighs 325 pounds.
And he looked like a torpedo. Torpedo Rodriguez. He looked like a torpedo going after that quarterback, and you don't see many defensive tackles running down quarterbacks from behind, but he was doing so great hustle on his part.
We like that. I mean, a guy, he's may have a bright future in football for sure.
Without a doubt. Hustle like that will get you somewhere.
Wildcats 4th and 13. They're going for it, leading 50-14. No, they're actually kicking. Kick downfield. Dragons going to just let it roll go. I don't know about that. Well, he's going to come back. What are you doing? I don't know why he did that, but Lord only knows.
He was looking to make a big play. Well, he gave some ground, and he actually lost some yardage. Unfortunate on that. He should have just collected the ball and gone upfield as best he could. But they're going to come out of there with good field position.
Yes, they are. 3:38 to go in the football game. The clock stops. Do we have an injury down there?
Yes, we do. It's an Oak Ridge Wildcat that's injured.
Okay, we're going to talk about the senior citizen group getting together tomorrow, class of 1976. Yeah,
50th. How is it possible that we have a 50th class reunion? The bicentennial class of 1976 is going to host a reunion tomorrow night at the Bridgewater Event Center, Bridgewater Road in Knoxville, Tennessee, 6 to 9 p.m. Any of our classmates out there listening, we look forward to visiting with you tomorrow night.
And are you gonna sing?
They're paid me not to sing, Walt.
Oh my goodness gracious! And I don't know what's after that. 3:30 to go in the football game. Rhonda Stair, you're going to take this back? Maybe she will. 3:23 to go. Dragons losing 50-14. Back to pass downfield. Eckerson downfield, incomplete. Wildcats down there. That was a Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down. And just out of the hands for Phillips as over there, that is Adams on receiving and doing a pretty good job on Phillips.
Phillips had an opportunity there to make a catch and just couldn't quite corral it. That was one he wished he would have back.
2:50 to go in this one. And we hope it's not quite as hot next week as it will get into September, but I guess tonight I ended up getting a suntan, or maybe I'm burned, who knows.
Only our brains are burned.
That's for sure. 2:35 to go, 2nd and 10, Dragons. Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down. And for the Dragons, Charlie Turbyville may very well get another first down for the Clinton High School Dragons as Turbyville taken as Hartley in on the tackle. With
Charlie Turbyville running with authority, moving the chains, running hard, playing hard. He is giving 100% effort tonight, Walt.
So it's Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down. Dragons with it in the fourth quarter. Less than 2 minutes to go. Eckerson, long pass for the Dragons is incomplete. Holy moly. Intended for number 7, Ben Tackett. And Tackett wished he had that back.
That was in and out of his hands. He had a couple of yards on the Oak Ridge defender, and it looks like Tackett may have injured his knee or ankle on that. He's down on the far side, but Ben Tackett had an opportunity to corral that and just couldn't quite find the handle, so that will bring up 2nd and 10. Minute 42 left in this ball game. 50-14 is your score. The Oak Ridge Wildcats have dominated Clinton from beginning to end. Clinton has had 2 drives, one in the first half, one in the second half. Most of the second half, the Oak Ridge Wildcats have played with their backups, but the Wildcats dominated in every phase of the game, offensively, defensively, and on special teams.
Ben Tackett is a tremendous athlete. He also more than likely will be starting for Coach Chris Lockhart basketball-wise this fall. He was a great player off the bench, and I hope he is okay. And if Chris Lockhart's listening, he's probably by himself wondering, Lord, we can't have one of our top players out of –
and it looks like maybe he is walking off under his own power, and that it may have been a cramp, Walt.
All pass downfield, incomplete, intended for Phillips. It was nicely thrown, but very good protection by the Oak Ridge Wildcats as it was intended for Phillips. Down there defending was Underwood, and that was about as good a pass as you're going to be able to throw.
And it was a good pass. There were 3 defenders there, Walt, and so there was one receiver. He had a chance. It would have been a very tough catch. So the clock is winding down. We're under a minute left in this game here at Blankenship Field in Oak Ridge, Tennessee.
Under a minute to go. Week 2 of high school football. 3rd down and 10, Dragons. They need a score. Handoff, Dragons have it. Turbyville, 35. He's down to the 30-yard line. Charlie Turbyville, that is nice running. They need a lot of that sort of running, just key running down the field. Mahoney in on the tackle, and I liked that run.
You're down 50-14, but you're running hard. You're running with authority. You keep your legs churning. That shows a lot of integrity on that young man's part.
You better believe it does. And Dragons with that football. Turbyville down to the 25-yard line. Dragons had a first down. It's a Rusty Wallace Chevrolet first down. Down to 8 seconds to go in the football game. That'll be it for the Dragons. 3, 2, 1. Final score, the Oak Ridge Wildcats 50, the Clinton High School Dragons 14. And you're tuned to the Home Center Dragon Network, powered by WYSH and Lowe's Toes Friday Night Football. We'll be back with a recap of the ball game as we'll return. And don't forget, a Creative Couture 24 on pass receptions for the Clinton High School Dragons. We'll return with a further word as we'll be back in 3 minutes.
I'm going to go.
Don't blame me.
Looking to switch your insurance? Davis Insurance Group now has 2 locations to better serve you. With their new location ready for business in Clinton, a locally owned, family-operated independent agency, servicing your needs for auto, home, commercial, business, life, and retirement. Call Jeremy at Davis Insurance Group for your free no-obligation quote today. Take advantage of rates, benefits, and service designed to give you more for your money. 865-314-5341. Davis Insurance Group is located at 355 Colum Street in historic downtown Clinton. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m.
In beauty, they say you can't have it all. Quick, affordable, and luxurious. At Sweet Skin LLC, we disagree. Experience a rejuvenating facial, a flawless lash lift, or a radiant spray tan. Our services start at just $50, but it's our attention to detail that makes your skin glow. And you can host your own party, and we'll bring the fun. Plus, the host can earn free product and get host discounts. Call us for more details. Pamper yourself today at Sweet Skin LLC, 1305 Blockhouse Valley Road, Clinton. Call 865-307-8412. Sweet Skin LLC, sweeten your skin. Since 2003, All Occasions Party Rentals has been transforming events in East Tennessee. Locally owned and operated, they boast the region's largest inventory of tents, tables, chairs, and more. With a commitment to exceptional service, their trained and certified crew ensures every detail is perfect. Whether it's a wedding, corporate event, or backyard bash, rely on their expertise for a seamless experience. Visit aopr.net to start planning your unforgettable event today, or call 865-588-1131. All Occasions Party Rentals, where your event dreams come true. Can your tailgate party pass the ultimate fan test? At Tailgate Tennessee, we're all about creating legendary game day experiences. Nestled in Circle Park, steps from Neyland Stadium, we offer concierge-level tailgating that puts you in the heart of the action. Proud supporters of the Clinton Dragons and Tennessee Volunteers. Tailgate Tennessee, where every game is unforgettable. Call 865-588-1131 or visit tailgatetennessee.com.
Call 865-457-6927, 457-6927, 457-6927, Lowe'sToes.com.
We don't want an arm and a leg, just your toes. Lowe's Toes.
It's back to school time, and Hammer scores an A for savings. Get ready for straight A's on savings at Hammers. Visit our Facebook and Instagram page for daily deals. Come and see us at Hammers, Clinton, Sevierville, Wartburg, Halls, and New Tazewell. If you miss a day, you miss a bargain.
Hammers Discount Stores. If you haven't been to Hammers, you should see us now.
Fast, tasty, mouth-watering pizza is the best way to describe our pizza at Pizza Express, voted the best pizza in Anderson County. Pizza Express also offers wings, salads, sandwiches, calzones, strombolis, and more. Listen up, Wish listeners. Take advantage of the carry-out special. Extra large, one-topping pizza, only $10.99. Call 463-0011. Pizza Express, 827 Clinch Avenue in Clinton.
We're back here at Blankenship. Field final score, the Oak Ridge Wildcats winning tonight 50-14 as you're tuned in to the Home Center Dragon Network powered by WYSH and Lowe's Toes Friday Night Football. And I want to remind you about Creative Couture 24 as they do our pass receptions, and they have our fine passes and all of our fine network shirts and all kinds of good things. And James David Meredith, you've got the scoring for the Dragons. We'll further tell folks about the stats, from Dan Williams, I guess, at a later time because he's way across the way.
Yeah, so with 10 minutes and 45 to go in the first quarter, there was a safety from a botched snap. Dragons punting. And then with 9:56 to go in the fourth quarter, there was a 42-yard run for an Oak Ridge touchdown, so that made it 9-0. Then very quickly. 8 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the first quarter. A 30-yard Oak Ridge run made it 15-0. I guess that'd be right. Or 16-0. No, 15. Okay, yeah. 15, and then they missed the extra point. So, yeah. And then 5:10 to go in the first quarter, believe it or not. A 20-yard touchdown pass from Clinton. They made it 15-7. 4:50 left to go in the first quarter, I believe. Yes, first quarter. A 52-yard pass. Oak Ridge touchdown, 22-7. And then either a 2 or a 3, I believe it is a 2:38 left to go in the first quarter. And it was another 42-yard touchdown pass that made it 29-7. A lot of scoring for Oak Ridge, at least. Start of second quarter, 54-yard touchdown run for Oak Ridge, made it 36-7. Then with 4 minutes and 36 seconds left to go in the third, had a 24-yard touchdown pass, I believe is what it says. 24-yard touchdown pass, made it 43-7. And then with 1 minute, 8 seconds left to go in the half, a 20-yard touchdown pass, make it 50-7. I believe that was that touchdown pass in the back right corner of the end zone. It was a great effort by that wide receiver. Made a really nice catch there. Really good placed ball by that quarterback as well. That was give credit where credit's due. That was a really nice play by Oak Ridge. And then the fourth quarter, 10 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. A 1-yard touchdown run by Mason Eckerson. And that wraps up our scoring recap. Lots of scoring for Oak Ridge. Very minimal scoring for Clinton Dragons.
It certainly was. Dragons dropped to 0-2 on the year. Oak Ridge ups their record to 2-0. Next week, our Dragons travel to Dragon Stadium, back finally at home for the first time this year. And last we heard, it was a very close game between Austin East and William Blount. Any further update between Austin East and William Blount?
Same score, 4 minutes to go.
And who was leading at that point?
Austin East 24-18.
24-18 late in the fourth quarter. So William Blount will either be 0-2 like us or 1-1 when they come into Dragon Stadium next week. And I'm just hoping we can get that offense rolling again.
Yeah, for sure. Versus Heritage, the offense was rolling. It didn't wind up in a win, but it was definitely a much better showing for the Dragons, and it gave them a much better opportunity of winning that game. So it would definitely be nice to get the offense back rolling and just see some improvement from week to week from the Dragons.
And you're tuned into the Home Center Dragon Network, powered by WISH and Lone Star's Friday Night Football. We'll be back and have some scores of interest around East Tennessee as we'll return in 2 minutes.
Since 2003, All Occasions Party Rentals has been transforming events in East Tennessee. Locally owned and operated, they boast the region's largest inventory of tents, tables, chairs, and more. With a commitment to exceptional service.
Your project deadline is looming. You need heavy-duty equipment, fast. Dozers, excavators, forklifts, backhoes, generators, tools, and more. Coker Rental Company has it all. Locally owned and operated, we're here to support your needs. Conveniently located at 2305 Clinton Highway in Powell, across from Claxton Elementary School. Visit us online at rentcoker.com or call 865-302-3200. Coker Rental Company, your project partner. Visit rentcoker.com.
Friday nights are all about community, teamwork, and cheering on our hometown Dragons. Just like a great football team, your business needs the right support to succeed. At P&L Business Services, we help businesses stay focused on growth with professional bookkeeping, payroll, taxes, and business solutions that you can trust. Whether you're running a small business or managing a growing company, P&L Business Services is here to keep your finances moving down the field toward success. Proud sponsor of local high school sports, P&L Business Services, your partner for business success. Go Dragons!
Whether you're moving the chains on the football field or moving on to your next chapter in life, JD's Realty and Auction is here to help. From estates and collections to real estate, vehicles, equipment, and entire businesses. At JD's Realty and Auction, we make selling simple. When it's time to sell, trust the hometown experts. JD's Realty and Auction. One call sells it all. 865-333-0567. Online at jdsauctions.com.
If you're looking for someone to cater your next event, whether it's a wedding, a banquet, corporate meeting, or bridal shower.
Here at Oak Ridge High School, Blankenship Phil final score of the Oak Ridge Wildcats 50, the Clinton High School Dragons 14. And you've got a further update. Austin East 30 and William Blount 18. Is that the latter part of the ball game or fourth quarter? Fourth quarter, about 4 minutes to go in that one, so looks like Austin East may win that. Alcoa over Bearden 56-13. Final Walker Valley 28, Bradley Central 24. Second quarter, it seems like it ought to be later than that. Cherokee 14, Campbell County nothing. Third quarter is all-time McMinn County and Cleveland 21-21. Gibbs 34, Knoxville Halls 27. That is a future foe for us, the Knoxville Halls. Heritage lost to CAK 49-0.
Oh my!
I cannot believe this.
Goodness gracious!
I don't understand. Kingston walloping Oliver Springs 49-14. Knoxville Central walloping Fulton 42-0. McMinn Central over Eagleton Academy 48-20. And Meigs County over East Hamilton 42-0. And also it was Jellicoe over Oakdale 35-0. Oneida 45, Harriman 7. And it was Powell at halftime. I can't believe it's not further in that one. Powell 14, Farragut 3. And also a final, South Doyle 34, Carnes nothing. Carnes has been outscored 83-0 in the first 2 weeks.
Good Lord. I'll tell you what, Walt. I'm just glad that this game wasn't the worst blowout in East Tennessee.
Well, now that's true. Look at this one. Maryville over West 48-13.
Wow. West is usually pretty decent some years.
Exactly.
That's kind of a shocker.
And also Granger in the fourth quarter leading Union County 30-26. Any final word on the ball game and as we get ready for next week?
I feel like the biggest thing is something's got to give defensively. I can't think of off the top of my head where the Dragons actually got to stop on downs until late in the second half when Oak Ridge's JV was playing. And that's just simply unacceptable. I mean, you cannot win football games if you cannot get stops on downs. I mean, because even against Heritage, there was maybe one where they got a stop on down. And then other than that, they got like 1 or 2 lucky fumbles or turnovers where they were able to get a defensive stop. But just overall, the lack of just defense as a whole, something's got to give there. That's not going to win any football games at all. Not any football games that matter, at least. I mean, if you look as far back as you can remember, there's very few teams that have truly been successful in the game of football without a good defense. And it truly, with practically zero defense, it doesn't matter how good your offense is. And I mean, it just isn't going to work. Something's got to change defensively. That's pretty much my focus here.
Well, final score was Oak Ridge 50, Clinton High School Dragons 14. Next up, Dragons will be at home against William Blount. And it looks like at the moment, William Blount will come in 0-2. Will be at Dragon Stadium next Friday night. Pregame at 6:30, kickoff at 7. Finally at the friendly confines of the Dragon football field. We're glad for that.
Yes, so glad. Being outside today, it's kind of weird. I'm glad to be back home at our field, in our press box. It's going to be much better, and hopefully the home field advantage and the home crowd can boost the Dragons' morale, and hopefully when the Dragons can get their first dub of the season, because that would be very nice to to see a Dragons win after starting off pretty rough so far.
So for everyone involved with the broadcast, for James David, for David Dodson, for Matt Hagan, for Jim Hollingsworth, for Rhonda Stair, my better half, and want to bid you a very pleasant good night and good evening until we reach you. And don't forget the Dragons segment Monday through Friday all day on WISH AM 1380 and the Dragon Network powered by WISH AM 1380. Until we greet you Friday night from Dragon Stadium, I'm Walt Steer, bidding you a very pleasant good night and good evening. We'll see you next time.
You're listening to the Home Center Dragon Network. You're listening to the Home Center Dragon Network.